family. We'll be back with a big issue.
Listen, I said Ghana, we go.
In a world full of noise, clarity matters. Stories shape us, ideas challenge us. An honest dialogue moves us forward. This is a space for depth, where voices are heard and perspectives matter. Conversations with Dr. Abnanya Kwasmini, coming soon on TV3.
TV3, first in news.
Ghana's Most Beautiful is 20 years, and to kickstart the special anniversary season, you are warmly invited to an exclusive royal ball and fundraiser for a legacy project. An evening shared with our cherished partners, distinguished past queens, and the remarkable individuals who have shaped this journey over the years. Join us at 8 p.m. sharp on the 6th of June at the Adisa Pavilion within the prestigious Labadi Beach Hotel. Red carpet is live at 6 p.m. Come for the elegance, stay for the purpose, be part of the legacy. Ghana's Most Beautiful, 20 years of culture, grace and legacy. This event is strictly by invitation.
In a world full of noise, clarity matters. Stories shape us, ideas challenge us. An honest dialogue moves us forward. This is a space for depth, where voices are heard and perspectives matter. Conversations with Dr. Abnanya Kwasmini, coming soon on TV3.
TV3, first in news.
Ghana's Most Beautiful is 20 years, and to kickstart the special anniversary season, you are warmly invited to an exclusive royal ball and fundraiser for a legacy project. An evening shared with our cherished partners, distinguished past queens, and the remarkable individuals who have shaped this journey over the years. Join us at 8 p.m. sharp on the 6th of June at the Adisa Pavilion within the prestigious Labadi Beach Hotel. Red carpet is live at 6 p.m. Come for the elegance, stay for the purpose, be part of the legacy. Ghana's Most Beautiful, 20 years of culture, grace and legacy. This event is strictly by invitation.
In a world full of noise, clarity matters. Stories shape us, ideas challenge us. An honest dialogue moves us forward. This is a space for depth, where voices are heard and perspectives matter. Conversations with Dr. Abnanya Kwasmini, coming soon on TV3.
TV3, first in news.
Ghana's Most Beautiful is 20 years, and to kickstart the special anniversary season, you are warmly invited to an exclusive royal ball and fundraiser for a legacy project. An evening shared with our cherished partners, distinguished past queens, and the remarkable individuals who have shaped this journey over the years. Join us at 8 p.m. sharp on the 6th of June at the Adisa Pavilion within the prestigious Labadi Beach Hotel. Red carpet is live at 6 p.m. Come for the elegance, stay for the purpose, be part of the legacy. Ghana's Most Beautiful, 20 years of culture, grace and legacy. This event is strictly by invitation.
In a world full of noise, clarity matters. Stories shape us, ideas challenge us. An honest dialogue moves us forward. This is a space for depth, where voices are heard and perspectives matter. Conversations with Dr. Abnanya Kwasmini, coming soon on TV3.
TV3, first in news.
Ghana's Most Beautiful is 20 years, and to kickstart the special anniversary season, you are warmly invited to an exclusive royal ball and fundraiser for a legacy project. An evening shared with our cherished partners, distinguished past queens, and the remarkable individuals who have shaped this journey over the years. Join us at 8 p.m. sharp on the 6th of June at the Adisa Pavilion within the prestigious Labadi Beach Hotel. Red carpet is live at 6 p.m. Come for the elegance, stay for the purpose, be part of the legacy. Ghana's Most Beautiful, 20 years of culture, grace and legacy. This event is strictly by invitation.
In a world full of noise, clarity matters. Stories shape us, ideas challenge us. An honest dialogue moves us forward. This is a space for depth, where voices are heard and perspectives matter. Conversations with Dr. Abnanya Kwasmini, coming soon on TV3.
TV3, first in news.
Ghana's Most Beautiful is 20 years, and to kickstart the special anniversary season, you are warmly invited to an exclusive royal ball and fundraiser for a legacy project. An evening shared with our cherished partners, distinguished past queens, and the remarkable individuals who have shaped this journey over the years. Join us at 8 p.m. sharp on the 6th of June at the Adisa Pavilion within the prestigious Labadi Beach Hotel. Red carpet is live at 6 p.m. Come for the elegance, stay for the purpose, be part of the legacy. Ghana's Most Beautiful, 20 years of culture, grace and legacy. This event is strictly by invitation.
In a world full of noise, clarity matters. Stories shape us, ideas challenge us. An honest dialogue moves us forward. This is a space for depth, where voices are heard and perspectives matter. Conversations with Dr. Abnanya Kwasmini, coming soon.
We had with Mutala, a man who not only gave commentary alongside one of our great sports journalists we have right here, Oreku Ampofo, when we had the Black Star friendly against Wales just prior to the World Cup, about how well we did or not, and then also, I just marveled at Cookie T as well. Apparently, Hey, Kukiti knowing football, oh. Knowing football. For Adam to the World Cup team, because we'll be giving you coverage as well as insights. You know, we always do that as 3 Sports. And if you want to get all things sports, make sure that you log on to our social media handles for our sports subsidiary, and 3 Sports GH is always available. And talking about TV3 Ghana, and currently we're there. So we'll be telling you about all that has been happening over the last couple of hours, particularly all the things that have happened in Parliament, particularly regarding LGBTQ and what the concerns have been. And so we'll tell you about that. And you know, when it comes to Wednesdays, we have a great team. One of them has become a regular. I don't know, somehow has decided, so now we have 3 regulars. Unless he travels, now he's become a mainstay for Wednesdays. He's lobbied to be part of the top 3. But no problem at all. I'll tell you his name very soon. But let me say good morning to a couple of you who have joined. I see FOE Suto, Samuel Kate, Agongo Roger. It's been a while, Roger. Please try and DM me. Let's have some conversation. Prince Nania York is watching us from the UK. As for Prince Nania York, I don't know the team he supports in England. But he also gave us some comments. Zilis Dwayne is a Liverpool fan, but a Ghanaian as well, lives in the UK. Kwesi Mensah is also in Albany, New York. That's where he lives. Good morning to Kwesi. He's always watching us. Yemole Yemo. And I see Ifwa Antoinette lives in the UK as well. My sweet, beautiful cousin. Sweet one. Wishing you all the best, Ifwa Antoinette. Keep watching. I see Sanyo Moses. And then, of course, another great friend who lives in Finland with his family is Justice Ni Odate Mills. Ni Odate Mills. Ofane, tite. Now, let me just introduce our solid team to you. So, I have the Member of Parliament for Sanignerugu and incoming doctor, not yet, GTEC approved. But for now, as a Member of Parliament, I'll just introduce him by the name Ataisa, the Honorable Ataisa. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Yeah, I heard the Finance Minister saying there'll be some coupons or bonds floated for buying cocoa. I don't know how we have to discuss that sometime when we find the time, because it's something we'd want to see. And then also, I have Alfred Thompson. He's now become a regular. At least I cited him on Wednesdays over the last 3 weeks. So Alfred Thompson, a former Deputy Managing Director for the NIB, a former parliamentary candidate when it comes to, he's currently contesting to be Treasurer of the MPP. Gives us a lot of trouble when he comes, even though he looks cool, calm and collected in appearance, but not when he talks. Alfred Thompson, good morning to you.
Good morning and greetings from Dr. Baume and Lady Samira to you. They send their love, they send their greetings, and they also greet Solo, that he should continue being Solo.
And then, of course, Jebuntie is here, Joshua. Dr. Joshua Jebuntie Zato of Sisala.
Good morning to you. Good morning to you. I'm really grateful. And good morning to Kulfo Dreams FC football team.
Is that your new team?
No. It's qualified to be the middle league in Upper West Region. They played the tournament in Tumu and they came out first. They beat Calibi FC, owned by Mr. Bernard Mona. They beat them 4-2 and they topped the league. And you know what happened? They went and sat in Wa, and through some bogus appeal process, they are trying to deny Kulfo FC of their position.
Who owns Kulfo?
Who owns Kulfo? It's owned by the community, it's owned by the chain, it's owned by the community. Meanwhile, Calibi, Bernard Mona, you know. They went and sat there and they cooked some evidence and they are trying to deny Kulfo FC their position to go to them. Look, Bernard, what you are doing is not good. Let's help. You cannot go and sit there and use some crooked means to deny Kulfo FC. Kulfo FC, you are champions, you are warriors. Kulfo FC, every Sisala man is proud of you. Kulfo FC, what you have achieved is great. We will do everything. I'm happy. The legal team led by Amin Duane, Lawyer Buju and Jajera, Sibri and all those fighting. No, they've appealed them. They've appealed the decision because that decision is unfair to them. The guys, they beat you 4-2 on Thursday. You didn't appeal. Then you waited now until Saturday when they won the final thing. Now you've run to what to go and do appeal over a JC. Come on, JC. It's not even like how do you call it? Something a technical thing. No. The guys wore green and white. You said the way the stripes are done, the stripes are wrong. And then because of that, you want to punish them.
But you know, according to the FIFA rules...
This is not FIFA rules. This is not FIFA game. This was a game that was played in the Middle League. The guys did very well. They won on the field. We all condemn what is happening in Morocco, saying that you can't give use the courts to give the cap to Morocco. Don't use... legalities to get it.
What was the challenge?
What was the challenge? They said that their jersey wasn't bright enough.
Okay, it's okay.
Meanwhile, the match commissioner didn't flag that issue during the match. Nobody said anything. Cool for FC, we are proud of you. God bless you. We are proud of you. Stay firm, stay strong. You will win this. No, Solomon does an introduction
Dr.
because
Joshua Himutizato, aka Kufo FC.
Yeah, Kufo Dreams FC. They are proud of you.
They are going through an appellate process. Right?
Yeah, we're going through the appellate process, and we pray for justice. We pray for fairness. We pray for justice. We pray for fairness, and we are saying that Bernard, your national influence should not be used only to support your team, Calibi FC. No. You should also know that these are also young men who also deserve
their chance in the interest in Kufo. That's why I'm asking
Kufo is
Solomon Owusu. How are you?
I'm good, my brother.
Yeah. It's been... He's the chairman of the Common Sense family.
And the woman from there will say, yeah. You say,
all right.
I won't tell you what that means.
Because you are insulting me. Eh?
No. You say that the women, they are strong.
You know,
All right, okay, gentlemen.
But you've not introduced Solo.
Oh, Solo.
Except that I disagree with what he said. That
Kufo FC.
Yes, because
Good for Dreams FC. Yes.
Bernard Bona, to all intents and purposes, is a farmer. He goes to farm, raise some money, bring up a club, goes to play a match, and you flout regulations, and you say Bernard should sit back.
But they lost technically on the field. They were beating 4-2.
It's part of
what has the jersey got to do with the goals they scored? What has the jersey got to do with the 4 goals they scored? They played, your team shy, you lost 4-2 on the team. You are saying what? What did the jersey play the game?
He's a farmer.
Did the jersey play the game?
Okay. No, he's a farmer.
Did the jersey score the goals?
He's a political.
Did the jersey score the goals?
So why
there was a match commissioner there. What did the match commissioner do?
You own a football club too?
No.
You don't own a football. Soon. But you'll be owning one soon.
Yes.
I see Adam McBanautu also has a team. And then we had others in political history who've always...
I think he is the beneficial owner of that.
No, honestly. No, football is not my thing.
And I'm sure you follow... what do you make of the Black Stars and their preparation into the World Cup? What's your confidence level? Just 2 minutes on this, and we'll quickly get on to big matters as we have.
Yes, so I will say that there is high expectation of Ghanaians on the Black Stars to do better. And we are pursuing a lot of reforms, especially with regards to the football administration of this country. To that end, every cedi or dollar spent on the national team, the expectation of Ghanaians is that it must deliver some real benefit to our people. Yes, it's early days yet under the new coach. With his vast experience that I know, Black Stars are expected to do great in the World Cup. I don't think we will exit like many other people think early. I think that
others have been thinking that we'll exit early.
I saw a similar post that was done by your sister station, where there are so much anticipation that Black Stars will be exited in the first round. But I disagree, based on the commitment of the players and that of the government support for them, and also the new coach that we had brought in. Now, looking at yesterday's match, I felt that we could have done better, though the players did very well. For me, Roland, we cannot accept anything short of victory. If you observe, the Apia group,
Michael Essien, Sule Montari.
If you look at the acceptance level by Ghanaians, I think they had the highest approval rating in terms of the way people rally behind the team. Ever since that time, it has dwindled till the lowest end. I remember in Brazil and even in South Africa and the rest. So we need that candle light up again for the Black Stars. And the only way they can do that is if they make us proud. So we expect that thing short of victory. And I have every reason to believe that Black Stars will do it for Mother Ghana. And it is only difficult at this time due to the reforms that we are currently pursuing. Looking at the amount of money, if you do the cost-benefit analysis, how much we spend in these tournaments and what we get out of it, there's always a mismatch. Okay. And that is why government is proposing this cost-cutting measure of sending mass supporters. But whatever be the situation, Black Stars must know that even if we are not present in either US or Canada, we are with them in spirit, and we believe that they will make Ghana proud.
All right.
Look, the patriot in me says that I should support the Black Stars, and I want them to do very well. My kids have 4 boys, 3 are strong enough. They love football. They have their JCs, and I want them, because this is one of the World Cups that they get to experience very well. Yesterday gave us some glimpses of what can happen, and I pray that they go far, and I pray that they do very well. I am happy with the decision not to bus ferry supporters to go there. It's a complete waste of money. There's a huge Ghanaian population, diaspora populations in the US and Canada and other places, and they can move along. So that is a good cost-saving measure. I support that. If there's money, let's rather use that money we have to invest in local football, like the local Premier League, Division 1 League, Middle League and everything. Let's give that money to teams like Kulfo Dreams FC, who are struggling, who have done very well, so that they can improve their pitch, so they can invest money. Let's give that money to make sure that they nurture the next Asamoah Gyan's, the next Michaelasians, the next Sule Montaris, so they can do very well. And let's use that money to improve the team and buy more equipment for teams like Kulfo, so that nobody sees somewhere use of voodoo legal justice to deny them their right place, in Ghanaian football.
I believe he's a shareholder.
I'm a shareholder. I'm invested. Look, once it's a team, I'm a shareholder.
It's for him.
No, it's not for me. I cannot.
He's a majority shareholder.
They solo tell you to say that. They solo tell you to say that. That is solo propaganda.
What I will say is that, you know, this country has always been divided on political lines. And always it's the Black Stars that unite us. When the Black Stars is playing, you get everybody putting their minds together towards one common goal. I would plead with them, if anyone or any of their relatives are listening, they should speak to them that they shouldn't disappoint us. They do that once too often. And personally, I don't even want to watch it, because they can let your blood pressure increase so much that if you are not careful, you can see your next brother by you and you hit him, or you tell him that this is an NDC played Black Stars, or an MPP that caused it, or they didn't do this. They'll start dividing the whole Black Stars into maybe some players are NDC and some players are even MPP. So I'll plead with them that at least where we are getting to, we all want a united Ghana. We want them to be the people, the conduits that will bring Ghanaians together. Okay. Let us feel happy. At least, if they can't even win, they should take us far for us to be happy with them that they've done so well. I believe that they can do it. Nothing is impossible. I have always believed in the saying that it is possible. And with hard work and dedication and perseverance and focus, I believe that the Black Stars can perform.
Okay. Will you have BP machine by you?
Oh, man, I am a free spirit. Contrary to the view expressed by my brother MP, Ghanaians must be cautiously optimistic, because definitely we will be out in the first round. What I want the national team to do is not to concede more goals. They must play to reduce the number of goals. I can tell you, their standard does not measure anywhere. You must be truthful to yourself. And it comes back. I mean, when they are out and they come back to the country, they will discuss football in proper perspectives. We must begin to develop our infrastructure from the base. And here, let me single out Robert Tete Coleman, the Wembley Sports Complex.
That's amazing guy, wonderful
He's doing an amazing job. You see, the sort of pitches he's doing in this country. I understand a lot of people are in the system doing shoddy work and clouding the entire market as though the lives of Robert Koeman are engaged in. I love what Koeman is doing, and I believe that when we are out and we come back home and the country develops a new path or chart a new path, we will draw in the lives of the Koemans to be looking at infrastructure, catch them young.
What are you saying? Now we're not producing good players, no plan.
These players, if you don't take England, will score as 10-0. Mark my words, read my lips. These football people,
Slow down.
football people, you want to develop a football as a football country. You are thinking about the future. You go and bring a retiree, 73-year-old Carlos Queiroz. He is now showing how to that Kakalika. This coach came to he came to learn how to dance. Kakalika. This coach. So when we are done with that, then we come back and deal with the football people, the management, how they arrived at the decision to settle on Carlos Queiroz. For now, they can enjoy in their fantasy. Some of us are waiting patiently for them to come out in the first group stage. It's not going to change. If you are betting, it's not going to change.
Okay.
But the matter will be discussed.
Yeah.
No, Randy Abe is there, so we will not come home soon.
No, we're not
Randy Abe is in charge of
last time is just for a
they are in
comment.
good hands.
It's just for a
I was trying to say that the age shouldn't be used to judge the performance.
73-year-old Carlos Queiroz has no business. If that 73-year-old was a Ghanaian,
It's not by experience.
which one is experience? Okay, experience, let's go. When we are
Joseph
back-
Mourinho is still growing.
No, don't worry. So
that goes
experience. When we begin to collect 10-0, I hope my brother Atta will come and sit here and talk to me about experience. But for now, my duty is
Why do you think it should be
to minimize the expectations of the Ghanaian. That is not going to happen. So don't watch it as a fun. I mean, we are going there to take part. It's a tourist attraction. Represent Ghana very well. Showcase Ghana's jersey and our
So
culture.
why are you so pessimistic? What's wrong with you?
I don't hope the games will go.
It's so bad.
You're not so pessimistic.
Okay. All right. So why is it that the speaker is now saying that the bill, the way it was passed, was not right? And then the concern that has been expressed on social media is that the president was stuttering. I mean, he didn't answer when he was asked the question, whether are you going to sign the bill? He went through laborious explanations before arriving at a conclusion.
All right. So let me say that the most important question to ask is what next? Because Parliament has passed the bill. And if you look at decision-making process of Parliament, it is either a majority decision or a unanimous decision. Parliament was afforded every stage of consideration up to the third reading of the bill before it was passed. The proponents of the private members' bill, in fact, were in Koforidua at the committee level, constitutional and legal, and the proponents brought a revised bill from what we saw in 2024, a revised bill. They brought it. The revision was not entirely done by Parliament. Now, several stakeholders were brought in to comment on the revised bill that was brought to the Committee of Parliament. Then when the Committee of Parliament brought it for first reading, members made contributions. Then it was referred back to the committee for them to go through it. And then those amendments that was published and advertised on the other paper of Parliament were taken, vote down on it before the passage of the bill. In any case, when a bill is brought before Parliament, it is not going to be passed wholly as you brought it with the memorandum that accompanied it. But what is important too is that the amendments must not defeat the purpose in which you brought the bill. My point in going through this is that the decision-making body of the legislative arm of government is that of members of Parliament. What the Speaker sought to do was an appeal to members of Parliament. As we speak, the bill was passed by Parliament of Ghana. Officially. And contributions were sought from both sides. Speaker's concern was in three folds. One was preservation of our religious values, and that we should have gotten a bipartisan that is built on consensus. If you remember, in the old days, there was unanimity on the passage of the 2024 one. So every member of parliament, in fact, the speaker at that time asked, do we have anybody in the house who is against this bill? And there was absolute silence. In this matter, I think that people came there with a notion to disrupt. Since people had said in the past, they could not be principled to be consistent with it. For example, if you look at the exemptions that was created for lawyers and media people, this was strongly advocated by the current minority leader now. But for political expediency...
I don't understand. What do you mean by advocacy?
So you see, in Parliament in 2024, he suggested that just providing legal counsel to people who are deemed to be engaged in LGBTQ+, should not lead you to go into jail, or a mere accusation of somebody engaged in it should not automatically lead you to go to jail. That same person comes to tell us today that why are we watering down the exemptions to include lawyers? My point is that this has become partisan. Meanwhile, this is one single thing that Ghanaians expect of us as a parliament. I remember a month ago, it was all over social media that the NDC government, apparently when it was made that it is not a priority of government, it was made to sound that we have abandoned cause. Now today, the government, the Parliament of Ghana has passed it under a private member's bill. And the Speaker is appealing to us. In fact, I think the Speaker, with great respect to him, got it wrong when he said that when the second reading of a bill is done, there must be a motion to abridge time so that the third reading can be done the same day. If not, it must last one sitting day.
Well, the Speaker is an experienced legislator.
And I'm telling you that if you look at the votes and proceedings of Parliament for that day, there was an application for a breach of time to allow us to do the third reading and pass the bill. So I think that nothing unlawful had happened in Parliament. We asked for the parliamentary side, we are done with the matter. What is left is for President Mahama to do the needful by either signing the bill or he can do broader consultations on it before taking his decision, or he can make comments to it.
Did you listen to the president when
Yes, I listened to him.
Okay, in England?
Yes, I listened to him.
And what do you make of it? It made it look like he's ready to sign only if all those processes are exhausted.
So
so especially those who criticize him in the opposition, they've gone to town with it that, well, he's just trying to buy time.
As at the time President spoke, in fact, when the bill was passed, President was not in the jurisdiction.
True.
The President has not seen a copy of what had been approved. In fact, official communication has not been made from Parliament to the President. So when a matter is asked of him to comment on, and he doesn't have possession of what the bill is about, he cannot be certain that I will sign what I don't have. And I'm telling you that the President has the right to make comments and return if he's not comfortable. So as we speak, the document is still before Parliament of Ghana. It has not been transmitted to the President. So I don't think there was lack of clarity in what the thought President expressed. Our concern is that this matter could have been dealt, that what the Speaker did could have been handled at the leadership level. But now there are so many confusion in the minds of Ghanaians as to whether the decision we made was reversed. Let me be categorical. The decision the statement that was made by the Speaker of Parliament yesterday does not invalidate or reverse the decision that was taken by Parliament. Okay. The highest decision-making body of the legislative arm of government is the Member of Parliament. And we, the members of Parliament, has by a majority decision approved the passage of that law. So we are waiting on the executive arm of government to either assent to it or refer it back to Parliament or engage in stakeholder consultation. But let me also state this. This is a private member's bill. I heard commentaries that suggest that why did we present a bad law to MPP under President
You mean as an
Akufo-Addo executive government
Okay.
to sign? Curiously enough, the bill in the MPP era was not sponsored by a political party. It was sponsored by members of both parties.
Bipartisan.
Bipartisan. In fact, that bill was approved unanimously by Parliament. So if President Akufo-Addo did not sign, it was not because an NDC party went to President Akufo-Addo to sign the bill. So I just want to put that clarity.
But Mr. Taisa, the thrust of the argument, especially led by Tim Forger and the rest, is that if you look at the exemptions and then the wording and the content of the current bill that has been approved is not the same like before. So they would have wished that the same text and wording and then no exemptions given as we're seeing this approved.
Okay, so I think that, you see, this is also a misconception. I already stated that Parliament has stages of passing a bill. When you bring a bill to Parliament as a private member, you don't expect Parliament to just wholesale pass all you brought. In fact, the committee agreed to 5 exemptions. They agreed to 5 exemptions. But for political expediency, they ran to town to suggest that we pass a different law. I'm saying that when a bill is brought before Parliament, the matter will be referred to committees, and at the committee level, let me give you a classical example. When the Value for Money Office bill was brought to Parliament, a lot of the reforms, the proposals that you see in the current law was proposed by members like Tia Kabiru and Dr. Amina Adam, and all their inputs was captured and they advanced superior arguments. And to that end, it was put into the revised bill. It is not what you brought that is what will be passed. It is what you brought, the refined version of it, that is on consensus or majority. We thinking that this is the best way to make the bill possible for Ghanaians to accept it. And I can tell you, what we did is on the conscience of Ghanaians. Ghanaians believed in what we did. And as a parliament, we stand with what we did. And a statement of speaker does not invalidate the decision of Parliament.
Safra Thompson, what do you make of the position that has been expressed so far, especially by him, to give clarification to what the Speaker has said, and then also the responses by the President on the approved bill?
I will start by looking at the bill as a whole and what has gone on since 2024 till date. It gives me and it shows Ghanaians the double standard of the NDC. They say one thing, they do another. They behave one way and they do another.
How so?
As we speak now, the president is saying one thing, the Speaker of Parliament is saying another thing, and the 189 NDC members are also insisting on another thing. It tells me straight away that the center cannot hold. The things are falling apart.
What are the differences in the various responses from the individuals you've mentioned?
It was the first time I heard that there wasn't a quorum. And the first time I heard it was from the President of the Republic of Ghana when he was speaking out there. I didn't even know that there wasn't a quorum. I wasn't in Parliament. I didn't see what went on. But the President himself has stated that there wasn't a quorum. How did he hear that? By his own people. If today the MP and a member of Parliament is sitting here and telling me that the President hasn't got first-hand information of things that go on in Parliament and where even everything reaches and some of the challenges that they are facing, then we have a serious problem. Because the President is briefed every day on everything that goes on.
He hasn't said that.
He has a
What
leg.
he said was that the President didn't have
please.
the bill as passed at the time because he was in the UK.
And he said other things like all these things that the President was saying, he didn't have first-hand information. And I'm saying that if, as the President of the Republic of Ghana, he hasn't got first-hand information of things that are going on in Parliament, with his leg in there, then we have a serious problem as a country. Because he is the first person who should know things that are going on, even more than me. Some of the things that go on there, I know. But the president is briefed every day. In fact, it got to a time we had a minister for parliamentary affairs, isn't it? Who was liaising, or presidential affairs, who was liaising between parliament and the presidency, briefing him on things that are going on, where some things have gotten to, what they have to do, how they have to think as a whole. These are things that happen, and it doesn't happen in a vacuum. So if today we sit here and they tell us that, oh, now we don't know whether the bill is going to be drawn and going to be looked at, or whether they are going to listen to the speaker, or whether the 189 are going to insist that they have passed the bill and that is it, no more, no less. We don't know. Ghanaians are confused. But I'm glad that the president himself, while speaking, stated categorically that Nanado never had the bill on his table to assent to it. So it tells you straight away that from the beginning, what they were saying and doing, stating that, oh, and Nanado was the person who didn't want to pass the bill. Nanado was the one who has held to the distance and is not even talking about it. He doesn't want to pass it. He's pushing it again away from this office, blah, blah, blah. And if they come to office within the first month, they are going to sign this bill and everything. It was a scam. It tells me straight away that NDC is a scam. That is their modus operandi. They believe that let's lie to the people all the time. Let's twist the lie in such a way that the lie will be believed by Ghanaians, and let us call the MPP the black sheep. As far as Asen North, when we were going for a by-election, the main word that when you go there they were saying was that the president was against the bill, and so he was encouraging Sebi, sorry to say, the words they used in Asen North, trumu. That was what NDC was using in Asen North.
As what?
Against MPP, that the president was encouraging that, so he didn't want to sign the bill. That was what he was saying when we were going for a by-election. And that is what they used for the 2024 elections.
So you are retaliating?
So, we are not retaliating. Where are we retaliating here? Where are we retaliating? My brother, show me where we are retaliating.
It's a question. So are you retaliating?
No, but your question doesn't hold water.
It holds water.
Where's retaliation
that
here? We are talking about a bill that they
You're making a claim that the NDC took advantage of it to campaign.
Yes, but that's what I said.
I'm saying that
it's not a claim, it's a statement of fact.
Okay, so your statement of fact.
Go and check anything on the Asen by-election.
I understand. And I'm saying that, so your responses by way of the rejection is also in retaliation to the NDC.
We are not talking about rejection, no. They themselves
it's been passed.
They themselves are talking about the rejection because the quorum was said first, or I heard it first from the president. I hadn't heard it anywhere.
No, I'm talking about the content of the bill.
The speaker said that in fact, the instructions he gave was for it to go to a consideration stage. Isn't that so? So now he's even telling them that, listen, let's take this back and look at it holistically. We shouldn't say that, because we have decided, 189 has decided that we should let it go, You see, but let's come to the substance of the whole thing. And when the president was speaking, he talked about whether the thing will go to the Council of States, whether in fact, when he was in opposition, his mainstay on this whole bill was that it should be a government bill, isn't it? Because there are some financial implications in it, which was a perfect thing. But 1 year, 6 months down the line, if government has not been able to pass this as a government, then that is where I question their credibility. Because they say one thing and they do another.
But they just passed it.
No. As a government bill or as a private member's bill. He was stating that he wants it as a government bill. In fact, it should be a government bill. And that's what I'm stating. The double standards of NDC. That the president at that time, when he was an opposition leader, was stating categorically that he wants this thing. In fact, it should be a government bill. Because there are financial implications. They have to look at it as a whole and see how they can, support all those things. So now that you are in power, 1 year, 6 months down the line, why has it not been passed as a government bill? And why is it now coming again as a private member's bill?
So you should have stopped the members of parliament from sponsoring their own
if you
bill.
have started working on it, if you have shown signs that, listen, I'm interested in this, if you have not stated that this is not a priority for you, private members wouldn't have gone to pass this. It would have been a government-sponsored bill. And that is where the double standard of this particular government comes in. Ntrokotompo is their middle name. And that is what they use to run this government, which is not helping us. Now, coming to the substance of this, When you look at the old bill and you look at the new one, I hear they've taken about 30 items off. I haven't seen the 30 items, but the snippets I put together yesterday.
You haven't seen it?
I haven't seen the total 30. But when I was looking at some of the things that have been taken out,
in your research,
you know, the key omissions, the key omissions that came in were victims protection, which was dropped in this 2025 bill, and that is the key omission has been dropped based on the significant regression in human rights protection, all these things. Then there's a CI or 19, or so paragraph 19 or so, victims protection. 2024 bill protects victims from criminal liability and orders court to order compensation for psychological, physical, and all these other things. They've dropped it from it. Then they have the medical access for accused person. That is 20. That one too has been dropped. They have the flexibility sentencing. That is 21. That too has been dropped. So it tells you that where they have to protect victims from even 23, that is assistance for questioning and intersex, that has also been dropped. It tells you that where they have to help people recover from some of these things, because some of them are lured into it that they don't know. And so when you're a victim and they have to help you, these things have been dropped from it. Where is the right, where is the protection of these individuals? Where are the protections that we have to give them? All these are challenges that have come up. And we need to critically look at this. So I side with the speaker when he says that we are just rushing because they want to say, oh yes, we've passed the bill, we've passed the bill. It's not just a matter of passing a bill. And we have categorically stated, even when they went to even tap Afenyo Markin's account and put so many comments in front there, and you know, Afenyo decided that you mind it, but he came out and said, listen, his account has been compromised. Right. But the truth is that we believe that this thing should be looked at critically. If government or the president wants to pass it as a government bill, he should start and let Ghanaians know and see.
But why should it be a government bill?
Like, that's what he said.
So as executive president, you should walk into parliament or instruct his members of parliament, and then the opposition MPs who
it's government that will have to look at the bill and look at it holistically.
Why should it be a government bill when members of parliament in their own workings, and then as they've been enjoined by the constitution and the standing orders, can't sponsor a private member's bill?
So if you listen to me earlier on, when I was stating that President Mahama was pushing it when he was in opposition as a leader or as an opposition leader, he was looking at it because there are financial implications. When there are financial implications in some of these things, like what I stated for you, that now they want to, you know, take it out and everything, helping people recover. It comes with finance. And once there are financial implications...
But the bill hasn't gotten to him yet for him to look at that and then make a decision.
Oh, can I land, please? Roland, relax. It's like you're jumping the gun. Once there are financial implications, once there are financial implications in a bill, that he knows it would affect government's budget or government's funding, he wants to look at it as a government bill. And I'm saying that 1 year, 6 months down the line, you haven't been able to do that. It has pushed some people to push this bill back into parliament and say that, listen, let's move it as a private member's bill. If they are serious and they start a government bill on it, maybe we can withdraw. But nothing was done up till now, up to this stage that has gotten to. And that is where I have my fears that these people say one thing and they do another. They always come and tell you nice things. They put lucrative things together. By the time you realize they have given you Sulia, a scam.
Joshua.
Roland.
Yes, sir. Your observations so far on the analysis.
Interesting thing.
And I have to say that Bernard Mona, I'm told by my producers, has called into the studio that you impugn his reputation
by saying his team appealed the decision, and his team was awarded 3 points and 3 goals.
And so I would want you to retract it.
Saying what?
The things you said.
Okay, let me state it again and see.
You said that you're using the medium to propagate and then also impugn his reputation, defame him.
Okay, so
as if he influenced a game of football, which is going through an appellate process.
Okay, so let me
an appeal process.
Okay, so this is, let me withdraw it. A football team was played between Kulfo Dreams FC and Kalibi FC. Kalibi FC is owned by Bernard Mona. The game was played in Tumazo, Asotef.
Please withdraw. I have to stamp my authority as
so,
the moderator.
No, what exactly am I withdrawing?
You withdraw that for mentioning his name and then bringing the matter up.
Okay, I withdraw mentioning Bernard Mona's name.
That's right.
and then attributing and accusing him of having influence.
But
Of having used his
You are
personality
gagging the
to influence.
No, he didn't say that.
Of having used his personality to influence.
He didn't say that.
What? No, what else?
Please restate it.
Okay.
Start the thing.
are
I don't want a
gagging
problem.
No,
That's
I don't
why.
want to. No, I understand.
I'm not gagging him.
Alfred, it's okay.
I'm not gagging. This is by editorial policy because
I agree.
the man had
Let me
a
do
right
it. I have
to
a right.
respond,
Yes,
and
I
he
have
was
right.
not here.
Let me
Even
withdraw.
though I thought he said it in jest, but
Yes.
at the end of the day-
No. Alfred, let me withdraw. I withdraw if I say that Bernard Mona used his national stature to influence the decision of the process. He didn't use his position and a national stature to influence the decision to award his team 3 points and 3 goals. Bernard Mona didn't do that. But Bernard Mona's team was the beneficiary of that decision. And because of that decision, his team won 3 points. But he didn't use his reputation to influence
So
it.
difficult. Okay, so okay. So you've withdrawn one part and added
Yes.
more.
No, I didn't add more.
He's
He didn't influence it, but he was the beneficiary.
Because he's
That's
the owner
right.
of the team.
The team, yes. Okay, thank you.
He said you should apologize,
Yeah,
but
based on that,
I apologize to you, Bernard Mona,
then
my senior brother.
Congratulate Bernard Mona for winning.
For
winning in the court. Congratulations, Bernard Mona, for winning the court. But Kulfo Dribblesi won on the pitch.
no, but the thing is going through an appeal process.
Agreed. And I have
What do you make of
what is
the
happening now?
observations so far? and what's happening?
Thank you very much. There's a popular saying, beware of Greeks bearing gifts. Beware of Greeks bearing gifts. Beware of the NDC bearing or promising gifts. Ghanaians, I have sad news for you this morning. When it comes to this LGBT thing, you have been scammed. You have been lied to, and you have been played. It's simple as that. I want us to look at this thing from 3 perspectives. I want us to look at the forum where this decision is made. 2, I want us to look at the players who are involved. And 3, then we can look at the excuses. But before all that, I will say that the God of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo is a living God. The gods of Chebi are living gods. Your Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, continue to enjoy your retirement. History will be fair to you. History will be nice to you.
Always.
And history will say that you were a president who stood your grounds and who did right by your people.
Always.
The forum. 1, the parliament of the 8th parliament and 9th parliament are different in all forms. The 8th parliament was, as we all know, a divided parliament. One single MP had the power to change or to vote against a bill there. It was that mathematical number that forced or compelled all MPs to come together to adopt one bill, to completely agree that this is what we want to do, and force that unanimity in the bill they did. It was the mathematical numbers. Because then everybody knew. The mathematical numbers, the mathematics made it possible that everybody they knew that I cannot have my way or the highway. So they all came together. The numbers forced a compromise. And the numbers forced a compromise that the whole world or we all agreed was a good bill. The Muslims Council agreed on it. The Christian Council agreed on it. The Ghana Bishop Conference agreed that that compromise bill was a good bill. That was what we were told. Today, we are being told that that supposed compromise bill, or we are now being told that, was what? A poison chalice. That was supposed to be forced down the throat of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Today, what is becoming clear is that I am saying it. I'm saying that bill today is a poison chalice. History is now telling us, from a hindsight, we can now say that that bill is a poison chalice. And that it was nothing but the sword of Damocles that was supposed to be placed on the head of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Because the context matters. When the bill was passed that time, Ghana was undergoing negotiation deals with the IMF. All the international players at that time were liberal governments, center-left governments. Joe Biden, Yokani of Canada, what's the name? France, and almost all the people that made the IMF board were center-left political parties. They support LGBTQ. Today, first of all, so I want to talk about the structure, the forum. That was the parliament then. That happened. That when it happened like that, it was a divided parliament.
It was a divided parliament.
Yes. First of all, today we have a lopsided parliament. A parliament that the majority can afford to even lose up to 30 seats and still have their way. So the game was different. If the bill that was passed in the 8th parliament was that good, if the bill that was passed was expressed the will and wishes of Ghanaians, if it had that massive support from every sector of Ghanaians, why didn't they just lift it, just procedurally pass it, and send it to
But it's the previous parliament.
I agree. I'm saying lift
Actually,
it.
even
Listen.
majority of the composition of those individuals who made up the current parliament were not in the 8th parliament.
Roland, what I'm saying
and their
is that
thought processes, etc.,
leaders of the
will be
bill
different
are still
from
Thank
all
you.
those who supported the bill in the 8th parliament.
Thank you.
You are a policy analyst.
So what I'm saying is that if that bill really expressed the wishes of the people of Ghana, if that bill really expresses the wishes of Ghanaians, if that bill was really in the interest of Ghanaians, they could have taken it and just sent it procedurally.
It has
And
to,
said, I'm not saying, yeah, go
but
through
they
the
don't have to
process.
start a new
I am not-
composition of a new draft of another bill, beginning a process in a new parliament.
Agreed. I'm not denying that. I don't know where it is, but the text was there. You can take the text through. And if that text was good enough for Akufo-Addo, why is it not good enough for John Mahama? If that bill was good enough, it carried the values of the people, why wasn't it good enough? That's the point I'm making. Those two things believe that it wasn't, and that's why I'm saying that it was a poison chalice. Two, the players involved. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo made the same argument that the bill never got to him. Today, the president is making a similar argument that the bill hasn't gotten to me yet.
No. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, through his executive secretary,
Yes.
said that the bill should not be brought to him.
Yes, so but the bill never got
So
to
there's a
him.
difference.
It doesn't
There's
matter.
a
The
difference
bill,
between the bill didn't get to me.
yes.
And then don't bring the bill to me.
So the bill, at the end of it, the bill never got to him.
He refused to take it.
The bill never got to him. In fact, the current president acknowledged that. He acknowledged that the bill never got to the executive arm of government.
Yeah.
He said that. The President Mahama said the bill never got to him, never got to the president in the Jubilee House. So there's nothing for him to sign when this issue came up.
Thank you.
That's a fact.
Who said that?
President Mahama.
President Mahama.
He said the bill never got to the executive arm of government.
But we all know what happened. It's a public. It's a
Thank you.
public.
So let's keep going. So now I'm
drama
saying,
that took
so
place.
these are the players. Now, this whole drama you are seeing in Parliament has one objective. That is to create what is called probable what? Deniability. The objective is that once this drama is going on, remember again, and I'm coming back to your point, the government of Ghana, IMF, final IMF programs before the board of IMF, right? The IMF board has not yet met to take a decision on that. It's to buy time for government. So that the IMF board can approve it and dispense it before the president can sign it. The fear is that if the president
No,
signs
dispense what?
the IMF board is discussing the final outcome of the Ghana's program with them, right? They've not yet.
It's non-bailout. It's non-monetary.
Whatever it is.
What's your point?
Whatever it is. Non-monetary, it has a value.
The PCI.
The government wants it. Whatever it is that the government wants before the IMF board is before the IMF board, right? Whatever it is, if it was a useless thing, they wouldn't want it before the IMF board.
Yeah.
It has value to the government. It has value to government. Whatever it is, but the board has to approve it, right? The board has to approve it.
Proceed.
So my argument is that part of this thing is creating an environment to do what is called probable deniability, to make sure then that this is delayed as far as possible. What you see in the parliament is a delay tactics. My theory is that is to make sure to buy so much
do
time.
you agree that the Bretton Woods institutions are not the only obstacles to any country? And I'll take, for example, if it's Uganda, etc.,
Yes.
who have passed a similar leaning of a bill by way of content and then philosophy and position, that could be at our own detriment. We even have those who are in the capital market. We
Yes.
have big trusts,
Yes, yes.
the Rothschild, etc., Rockefellers, and many of those investors
Yes.
in emerging economies,
Yes.
who also take serious sanctions or position when it comes to the subject matter.
Yes.
And so you cannot only perhaps identify the IMF or the Bretton Woods institution as the only obstacles for which the president, so-called, is just playing a wait-and-see game.
Good. I wanted to
Because
use
that's
one.
what you're
I
saying.
wanted to use, but I'm happy you've expanded it. In other words, there are external and also internal actors who are against this bill. And so what I'm saying is that I pointed to one in particular because that's the one on the agenda, that it is partly what? The result of what? buying time, and that is when I came to what? The excuses. So you see the players, it's the same players.
So that's the third leg of your discussion.
So the players are the same. Two presidents faced with a bill that is very popular at home probably, but they also look at the financial market. They also look at the international market. They also look at the negotiations going on, and who are genuinely concerned that signing this bill will scatter that. So you have a very popular domestic policy, but you have a policy that you know has serious financial and other ramifications abroad. You then have two presidents trying to find a middle way to trade through this. When Akufo-Addo was battling with that, was struggling with that, it was called that he didn't want to sign a bill. Today, we've seen another president dealing with because they are executives, and so now what they see, we don't see. What they hear, we don't see. We don't hear. We've seen, in fact, Joe Biden, if you remember, they won. It was not even covered. It was offered. The State Department came out to say if governor signs this, they're going to face sanctions. They said it. Today, we don't know what they are hearing. We don't know what they are whispering to our diplomats outside in foreign capitals.
What are you hearing?
I'm hearing that Donald Trump will support this bill because he has come out publicly to be in favor of anything anti-LGBTQ. So at least Washington can give us good or big cover for it. I don't know what. I don't think London will. I don't think Paris will. I don't think Ottawa will. That's what I'm hearing or I'm thinking. Okay. So let's go. So now we come to the excuses. The excuses are the same.
That's your last leg.
This are the same.
You have 2 minutes to end this.
Thank you. These are the same. So at the end of the day, look, what I'm saying is this. We have the players then. We have the Speaker of Parliament who 200% supports this bill. We have the President who says he supports this bill ultimately 100%. We have the minority who supports this bill. And so far, the only person that seems to be standing alone is the majority leader or the majority in Parliament. What is it that the Speaker has seen that the majority leader has not seen? What is the majority leader afraid of? If there is so much consensus, and if the Speaker, because you would have said that under normal circumstances, you could say that you suspect that the minority was being mischievous. You could say that. Under normal circumstances, you would say that the minority was playing a different game. But right now, the President agrees with the minority. The Speaker agrees with the minority. So the 4 players there you could see in the House and outside are the minority, the majority, the Speaker and the President. The only person that thinks that there's nothing to be done is the majority leader. So the President is wrong when he raises issues of procedural in the House. The Speaker is wrong when he raises issues of procedure in the House. The minority is wrong when he raises issues of procedure. The only person that is correct is the majority leader. And that has to raise some very, very obvious questions. Okay. So look.
Please end for me.
Let's put all these excuses aside. There is unanimity in that we all want this bill. But you know what? There's one man in this whole thing who can shut down all this. When the Christian Council or the Catholic Bishop Conference met His Excellency the President of the Republic of Ghana, he expressed his preference that he prefers a public bill submitted by the Attorney General. Your Excellency, end this drama, end this brouhaha, end this dilemma. Where is the bill that you said your Attorney General submit? Honorable Dr. Ayine, is the bill ready? That bill
cures if the President says, I prefer,
yes,
does it mean that it should be a government policy? No. Or does it also mean that he has to truncate any actions that will have to be taken by legitimate members of Parliament?
No, it doesn't mean
who
truncate
are
anything.
Enjoined by their own standing orders and then the Constitution to be able to sponsor a private member's bill.
You can do both simultaneously. What I'm saying is that if the President says, this is my preference, I am the President of the Republic of Ghana, this is my preference, my party has supermajority in the House, I appointed Attorney General, where is his public bill?
But irrespective, both sides have passed it. Both parliaments passed the bill anyway. Edwidge Tamaklo says, I seem to have a problem with Dr. Zato's analysis. There's no financial gain for the PCI with the IMF. So why are you pursuing it? Be misleading everyone.
There is policy legitimacy. In public policy analysis, inputs are not only verifiable, inputs are not only tangible. They are intangible values or inputs to get from policy. Okay. One of them is
You mentioned your time is up. You started from football.
Let him land.
He has landed.
It's okay, Alfred. Oh, it's okay.
Oh, that's all.
No, it's not right. It's not right.
It's okay. I'm done.
No.
No, I'm just saying that tell Eduji that just because there's no financial this and that's no mean that, because in public policy sometimes one of the biggest things you want is the normative, intangible support for a policy, and that is why government is going for
it. It was a comment from him watching.
I know.
That's how
He's the director.
So I read
of
the
legal
comment.
affairs
That's where. No, I want you to understand. So I read the comment.
No,
so I didn't pose it like a question.
He's one of the.
But Mr. Alfred Thompson want to impugn that I have an ulterior motive.
No, you don't.
Mr. Alfred Thompson.
Oh, Roland, I didn't say that. I won't say that. I know Eddie is one of the biggest watchers of this show.
On June 2, 2025. This is what the president of the Ghana Catholic Bishops' Conference did say. He says that they urge Parliament to put aside procedural disagreement and ensure the bill is forwarded to the president for assent. And he mentions the Christian body and the agreement, etc. So my simple question is this. Even the bill as it is has the support of at least majority of civil society, the Christian groupings, and the other religious groupings as well, passed by a new parliament. How do we then look at the concerns that have been raised by Zato, who is an academician as well, apart from just being a politician, and then the opposition especially, and the other right groups who feel that perhaps the exception shouldn't have been maybe given, and then this even shouldn't have been passed at all?
You see, Roland, the reason why our country is not developed is that we have a lot of dishonest politicians in our system. So dishonest. They are not honest. And sometimes what amazes me is that they look straight into the camera and lie to the entire Ghanaian populace. You see, Parliament, they work through their committees. Is that not the case? And I'm happy there is a parliamentarian here. So at the committee level, it's made up of the NDC and the NPP for now. Now, I have the report of the Legal and the Constitutional Committee of Parliament on this matter that was submitted somewhere the 26th of April 2026. The Constitutional and Legal Committee of Parliament includes MPP members. At least I know Tampoli is a deputy ranking member. I know Anyumedu.
Did you also raise this on Monday?
Yes, I know that Anyumedu is also the ranking member of that committee. And there is Bafo Ewa, who is also on it. And listen to their concluding
How
remarks.
does it matter if they're on it?
So let's listen to their conclusion. Those that are out throwing dust into the people's eyes. This is what the MPP and NDC members of Parliament who are on the Constitutional and Legal Committee, who were mandated to carry this whole bill, said in their conclusion. With your permission, I read, or you want to read, I have it on my phone.
Oh, you are permitted.
Yeah, right. So, conclusion. The committee, that is the Legal and Constitutional Committee Affairs of Parliament, made up of Tampoli, who is a member of Parliament for the people of Gushegu.
Mention the chairman's name.
He's a ranking.
Yeah, but
The ranking deputy ranking member of Parliament for the people of Gushegu on the ticket of the new
Please, can we allow Solo? I see that over the last couple of weeks, when Solo
Why
is
do you do
talking
that? You
there-
want you come and greet Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and
It's okay. Can you
Samira.
continue?
Have they asked you to come and do this?
Can you
It's
continue?
very bad. So, Tampoli, deputy ranking member of
is not right.
Parliament.
No, I didn't say you. I said that
For the
over the last
people of
week.
Gushegu on the ticket of the New Patriotic Party. Anyimadu, who is a member of Parliament for the people of Asante Achim, is it south or north? The Konongo area on the ticket of the New Patriotic Party. Bafo Ejewa, who is a member of Parliament for the people of Manchester South, on the people of Manchester South, on the ticket of the MPP. Why are you doing this? Decided and block to conclude on this bill that we are discussing, that the committee, having carefully considered the bill unanimously, can you check the meaning of unanimously for me so that we proceed? Or
Unanimously?
maybe I don't understand English. Sometimes you must go and then explain further so that all of us are on the same page.
So unanimously?
Yes.
It's an advert that means doing something with a complete,
Absolutely.
undivided agreement.
Absolutely.
Or support of everyone
I
in the group.
love it.
It comes from the Latin word unanimous.
Yes.
Meaning of one mind.
My goodness.
Why is this important?
So that is why I started by telling you the composition of the Constitutional and Legal Committee Affairs of Parliament. And I made mention of members of the minority who are on that committee. And I'm saying that their conclusion, all of them, they came to one conclusion that the committee, having carefully considered the bill, unanimously recommends that this honorable house adopt this report and pass the Human Sexual Rights and Family Values 2025 into law in accordance with Article 106. So why this is very important is that, you know, the House of Parliament is also a house of politics. In their true sense, when they want to act nationalistically, they agree through a committee report. So the committee report here indicates that not a single person on that committee disagreed with the bill. And they recommended to the whole house that it has to be passed into law. So when you hear members of the minority who have agreed at the committee level that nothing was wrong, then come back to the general public and say that, oh, yeah, it's not good, it's not a good bill, wouldn't you take it as a pinch of salt?
That was the committee, bipartisan committee?
Absolutely, they had agreed.
Both MPP and DC?
They have agreed at the committee level.
And that when they come, they shouldn't raise issues solo. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, when they do that, it means they don't respect you and I.
Oh, solo.
They see us as Mugu. That is why you must take it very serious.
Mugu?
Absolutely, that we don't have a mind of our own. So when they started making this noise, I was not listening to them more. I just went and looked for the committee's report. Whether or not Kampuli, whether or not in Animedu, whether or not Ejebafowa, they disagreed with any provision in that bill at the committee stage. I found none. And so why must Zato and Africa come and sit here and decide to be used by their propaganda? At least they could have gone for this document and read it to certify themselves that, look, the committee members are now throwing dust into their eyes.
So look, they have a simple issue.
What is the issue?
Look, the 8th Parliament, the same advocates, MPP, NDC, even some of the individuals and the current 9th Parliament, why don't you pass this wholesomely? And you are going mentioning reports, bipartisan nature.
No, but the report of 2024 is not different from the report of 2025. There is nothing that has changed. They are only throwing dust into the eyes of the core team. The objective of the bill is to prevent LGBTQ and its promotion in this country. And that one, nobody. So I disagree with President Mahama on his statement with the Charter House people. Because you see, look, what the MPP wants to do is to have an equalization. But I can tell you that if President Mahama decides to deal with it on the 7th of January 2029, when Alan Chamantin is sworn in as the president, after the Independence Square, he moves straight to the Jubilee as he goes and sign it off.
Dilly-dally.
That's what this whole nonsense. You understand? But you see, I have a difficulty with my brothers from the MPP that they are strategically, they are not even acting properly. The bill has just been passed. It has not even gotten to the president's table. Now you are making noise that, oh, they have scammed you. They are not going to sign it. So tomorrow if the president comes to sign it, what next?
That's not what you said. That's not what you said.
Sometimes, you know, remember 2025? We came to this place and early part of the year, the city was, the stability had been achieved. Then we had the presidential candidate, Dr. Mahmoud Babia, go to town and say that, oh, the stability that has been achieved in terms of our currency was his doing. So I said, so if tomorrow the city start wobbling, do we come back and say that it is also your doing? Sometimes the way manner they prosecute their agenda is so mind-boggling. But you see, I have heard them again. Zato said it this morning, that because it's a private member's bill, the fiscal implications on the economy was not analyzed, which is also a palpable falsehood. If you go into the committee's report, that is 5.53, and if you have it, you can go through it. I can give it to you to read if you care, but so long as you have decided to do propaganda, I won't give it to you. Financial impact analysis report. Are you here? With your permission, let me read. The committee noted that the bill was accompanied by a physical impact analysis report. The committee further observed that it was the same report that accompanied the promotion of proper human sexual rights and Ghanaian family values in 2021, which was passed by the parliament during the 8th parliament. So that one too has been bagged. Now, you see, it has been bagged that it was not true that there was.
So your point is that the committee
they did a
meticulous. Okay. So they analyzed that.
They analyzed
the financial implications.
In fact, Tampuli and Danimedu, they were so vociferous at the committee stage that you wouldn't believe it. The sort of inputs, some of the things that the majority side of parliament even wanted to remove, they said push it. They were pushing it there.
So you said this thing that you read, I know that what?
We are here being told by Zato that posterity will judge Nana Akufo-Addo right. My goodness. Then that posterity is a village posterity. Because the hole is still there. That 97 hole. If for nothing at all, that hole is there.
Okay.
You are here saying that President Akufo-Addo was not allowed to make any input, and that they have bundled some set of laws and then wanted to hang it around his neck so that he will sign his death warrant. That was what you were telling the people of this country. And is it the correct position? Indeed, if you go into our constitution, Article 106H, it nullifies everything together with the propaganda machinery of the MPP.
That argument?
Yeah, that it must not even cross your mind. That
Zero?
Zero.
Zilch.
Let's read Article 106H. When the president refuses to assent to a bill, first of all, remember, when a bill is sent to the president, he has 7 days to sign. If he has any reservations, within 14 days, he must communicate that position back to Parliament with reasons. Now, this is what the Constitution says under 106H. When the president refuses to assent to a bill, he shall, within 14 days after the refusal, state in a memorandum to the Speaker any specific provisions of the bill which, in his opinion, should be reconsidered by Parliament, including his recommendation for amendment, if any. So really, or truly, President Nana Akufo-Addo, that Zato wants us to say that posterity will judge him right, had any reservations about the bill that was passed in 2024, all that he needed to do should have stated it in the memorandum and give reasons.
No, but he said that he was taking recognition of cases or petitions before the court.
My goodness, before he even said that,
it was communicated in
before he said that the matter had not even gone to court. Listen to Asante Bediet. You see, when you dilly-dally with the LGBTQ, you have problems. I'm telling you, anybody that thinks that is a business as usual, you have problems. If cases do not come up to you,
because the executive secretary was specific.
Listen to the executive secretary, who was no transmission of the Human Sexual Rights and Family Values Bill 2024. Listen on the first paragraph. These people, they are so arrogant. Eh? This is Bediet writing under the instructions of President Nana Akufo-Addo. It has come to and I can imagine how he will write. It has come to the attention of the office. Now, wow,
that's funny.
What is so funny? That is what he has written.
Please. No, you're reading.
It has come to the attention of the office that while the president and other senior officials, as a Mantokwa, at the presidency were at Penuasi Lodge when they were thinking about Ghana. Listen, for a cabinet retreat on Thursday, the 14th March 2024. You attempted,
that's Parliament.
That's Parliament. That is a Parliament. You attempted. Who the hell are you? Who the heck are you?
Well, no, he's the president, and
he attempted to what?
You attempted to submit the Human Sexual Rights and Family Values Bill 2024 to Jubilee House for the president to signify his assent or otherwise to the bill. This was Bediet to being instructed by President Akufo-Addo that he says that posterity will judge him right. This office is aware of 2 pending applications for an order for interlocutory injunction. At the time he wrote this, there wasn't.
Who said so?
And in any case, there is no law. There is absolutely no law that bars any precedent
from assenting
to a bill. Absolutely, the e-levy bill wouldn't have been signed. You
I don't understand.
The e-levy, there was also a pending application. Two. But the president signed it.
But he signed.
So you see, this alone would not make the president look good. Now, listen to the last paragraph and you see how arrogant they were. This is the concluding paragraph of that letter. In the circumstances, you are kindly requested to cease and desist. This was a warning from President Akufo-Addo.
You mean directing Parliament?
I mean, he was warning Parliament.
Cease and desist.
Cease and desist.
Why is it important?
That President Akufo-Addo was not in favor of this bill. The Tumu bill, he wanted Ghanaians, the men and men, to be marrying themselves. Women and women. That is why he wrote this. Now, it has
That's not the position.
It has its foundation. We were in this country in 2023. When the American government realized that Ghana was poised to pass this bill, what did they do? They didn't even send a man home. They brought a woman, Kamala Harris. to visitors. When the woman came to this country, she didn't have anything to tell us. All that she came to tell us was that we must respect LGBTQ and that we must not make any attempt.
Kamala Harris, the vice president.
Kamala Harris, woman, the moment the woman said that, the woman said that the men, the president, this it's not. We are not going to do it. We won't pass it. So after that, the president made his mind that he would never assent to that bill, no matter, because Kamala Harris has told us that we must not pass. Who is Kamala Harris?
But this time we don't have Trump sending emissaries.
Also, Trump is so good. That is why President Mahama, I'm waiting for the bill to get to his desk. Now I come to Speaker Bagby. So disappointing. And I believe that parliamentarians must, as a matter of urgency, actualize Article 95D to remove him from office. Because he has proven to us that he only blow hot and cold. He doesn't mean what he say. Speaker Bagby told a group of clerics, Christian clerics, the clergy, that he was happy that the Pope has said that no, bishop must preside over gay marriage, and that not under his watch would Ghana not pass the LGBT, and that they will pass. He was in a hurry. He assured them.
He only said that it was unprocedural by way of...
What is we have been told here that nothing unprocedural happened. Now, Speaker Bagby went to Senya Breku East somewhere January of this year or so and promised the traditional authorities that he was prepared to put his life on this LGBTQ. Now, Speaker Bagby just in this April admonished parliamentarians to fast track the passage of the LGBTQ.
What's your point
being so
this?
good, the bill is passed, and Speaker Bagby, from nowhere, unprovoked, nobody has invited him into this matter.
He said he's surprised.
How can you be surprised? Something that you have been yearning for, you must be praising them. Not knowing all along, Speaker Bagby is the one sitting on the passage of the LGBT. The moment he moved himself...
He said by way of proceeding.
What is that? Look, Speaker Bagby, if I were parliamentarians, Mama Yarga, you are the majority, can you actualize the process of removing him? Because it does not befit. I will end with this quotation from President Mills. It is the beautiful quotation that ever since the LGBT milieu started, he is the only president that, as a matter of fact, anytime I read it, I feel that he would have signed it immediately. It got to him.
Who?
President Mills. May he so beautifully rest in peace.
You've gone to President Mills.
President Mills in 2011, when we had David Cameron visitors at the Osu, and came to link aid to LGBTQ. This was President Mills speaking. Let me make one thing very clear. No one can deny Prime Minister Cameron his right to make policies, take initiatives, or make statements that reflect his societal norms and ideals. But he does not have the right, this is President Mills,
to Cameroon,
to direct other sovereign countries or nations as to what they should do, especially where their societal norms and ideals are different from those which exist in Prime Minister Cameron's society. Oh, Prof. May your soul rest in peace. I, as president of this nation, will never initiate or support any attempts to legalize homosexuality in Ghana. As a government, we will abide by the principles enshrined in our constitution, in our Supreme Constitution. Let me also say that we will acknowledge all the financial assistance and the aid which has been given to us by our development partners. We will not accept any aid with strings attached if that will not inure to our interest or the implementation or the utilization of that aid with strings attached.
But so after this, the public opinion, international community...
Who is the public opinion? Look, let me tell you, between Ghana and the UAE...
Was not positive.
Forget about it. It's even a lie. UAE received 45 billion direct foreign investments as of 2025. Ghana received 2.6 billion. UAE, their laws criminalizes LGBTQ. So why are the so-called Western world investing in the UAE?
But we're not UAE.
What are we talking about? When we stop corruption,
their location
we have oil. In fact, between Ghana and UAE, the investors prefer Ghana to the UAE. And just that we are not doing our things right. UAE, what do they have?
Oil.
We have oil as well. We have gold, we don't have gold. We have diamond, we don't have gold. We have how to practice. What are we talking about? Because we are not doing it till the right way. That is why always, when they want to beat your mind, they say, oh, aid would not. Who's this aid here?
So your time is up. So do the clarifications.
Yes, I just need to do something.
Just 2 minutes on this.
Yes. So you see, first of all, the matter of quorum was made by my brother here.
No, he referred to
In fact,
Thank you very much.
No, wait.
For the first time.
the president.
Oh,
and then
for the first time.
You know, so
It's always like that.
Not only the president, I didn't hear
Speaker.
that, but
I
I
didn't
heard
hear
Kwame, the Menchia South MP,
Bafewa. He was on
he
City
also
also.
made
Yeah.
the issue of quorum. But for clarity, when a decision is taken by Parliament, at the instance of the decision-making time period, you must raise the issue of quorum. Once you don't raise the issue of quorum and the decision is taken, it is a decision of the House.
By your standing orders.
Yes, by the standing orders of Parliament. Now, the second issue is that, and I think Solo has done justice to it, that Nana-Addo never had the bill. He never had a bill because he instituted the cease and desist tactics. He prevented Parliament from carrying out its constitutional mandate that after a passage of a bill by Parliament, it must be transmitted to the President for assent. President Akufo-Addo denied that opportunity to Parliament. Ghanaians must be made aware of this fact. As we speak, the bill has not even left Parliament to President Mahama. So you cannot even be comparing these two circumstances. President Akufo-Addo denied them the opportunity to present the bill to him. Meanwhile, similar circumstances happened in e-levy time. There were two pending applications before the High Court. President Akufo-Addo, despite those court seals, went ahead and signed the e-levy. But when it came to the anti-gay bill, President Akufo-Addo found reasons to issue cease and desist threats. Roland, let me say something. President Mahama or the NDC never said the bill will be signed 1 month after winning power. In fact, the 8th Parliament is different from the 9th Parliament. We were of the view that President Akufo-Addo missed a golden opportunity to pass a very popular domestic bill. Zato, we will not behave like you. We don't worship the external sector. We believe that the legitimacy of our government rests with the people of Ghana. If we have a domestic policy that is in line with the aspiration of the Ghanaian people, I think that is what we will go for. Senegal.
Irrespective of the financial implications.
There is no financial implication. In fact, the Minister of...
Because that's what he's saying.
I will tell him why he's wrong. The Minister of Finance in 2024 issued a letter where the bill was about to be sent to President. The Minister of Finance, and said the financial implication Ghana stands to attract if we go ahead and sign that bill. The Minister of Finance, that was led by the former Finance Minister, Dr. Amin Adam. Roland, do you know currently Senegal is almost on the verge of signing an IMF deal? Currently, IMF is in Senegal. Senegal has passed the bill into law. Senegal.
Pro-Islam.
Yes. So that type of logic doesn't exist anywhere. In fact, if you look at FDI for almost all Arab nations, Dubai is growing in hospitality in the world now with Qatar, that's Doha and other places. Mostly are Arab nations.
Bahrain.
There is no Arab country that does not have express Sharia laws and provisions dealing with the issue of gays.
Actually, you can't try.
You can't try it. Yet they have a lot of FDIs. There are other motivating factors why countries do FDIs in countries. It is not just because of this type of thing. So let's not confuse the two. Dr. Sato said that the 8th Parliament, they were whipped in line to do a unanimous decision because of the numbers. First of all, it wasn't a government decision. I want this to be placed on record. The 8th Parliament bill was sponsored by a bipartisan committee members. So if say that they were whipped in line, who whipped them? Who whipped Ntim Fuojo? Who did that? Who did that to Sam George? They came together, formed a bill, and when they brought the bill, the speaker asked that question to the full glare of the Ghanaian public: who among you has an issue with this bill? Zilch, nobody raised their hand. Lastly, let me also say that let's compare something like, for example, if you say a private member's bill, why is it that President Mahama is not making it a public bill? I think that is
No,
that,
because
wait,
it's Mr. Thompson who alluded to this. There was
both of them alluded to it.
And there was what?
and he said the president,
Yes.
who was then in opposition, and then when he came into office,
Yes.
met the Christian Council or the Catholic.
And said he would prefer.
He would have preferred.
He would have preferred.
Yeah.
And I'm saying that at that time there was a pending bill before Parliament.
Which pending bill?
That
The
was
old one.
yeah, which old one? This bill started in 2025. This current bill we passed. That is why the law is family values 2025. The bill didn't start in 2026, Master. When the bill was introduced before Parliament, that was
At the inception of the Parliament, it
inception
was
of
there.
the Parliament.
Okay.
And I'm saying that it had gone through several stages before the passage. And at every stage, the MPP caucus of Parliament supported it. But for political expediency, they want to now say they want to take the credit from the NDC. I can tell you, we will not be assuaged. The point is that Parliament, the 9th Parliament, passed the Family Values Bill 2025. And we have done our part. We will leave it to President Mahama to go through it, either to assent or to make comments and return it back to Parliament.
Yeah.
2 minutes.
Oh, you gave him 4 minutes. So how can you give me 2? I just checked. You gave him
How
4
did
minutes.
you check that he gave you 4 minutes?
But I was looking at
You
the
go
time.
on.
Let me go on. You see, when my brother was speaking, and I felt he should have been honest to, not honest, I don't want to say you are dishonest anyway, but just to let Ghanaians know the whole picture of this thing. I stated, and if you listen to me earlier on, I stated clearly that if President Mahama had even started that he was making this a public bill or a government bill, the private people would have taken their bill back and sat down and watched them to do the right thing. But because he himself didn't believe that he wants to do this, he didn't even start right or append anything to it. Then you come and sit here and give me this whole gymnastics, and you want me to believe you, especially coming from NDC, people who are clothed to scam. Oh, but that is the modus operandi of NDC. Let's check everything that you stated. You've never done anything. 133. You have even gone to London and tell people that they should come, but you have started 133, which is not true. Now, coming to Solo's issue, it's very unfair, very, very unfair that you sit here, call Tampuli, call Ayimedu, call this, call that, and you don't even call NDC people who are on the committee. And even the chairman, who is the chairman of the committee, do you know as we speak now, he's in Mecca.
But what's the point? He said that it was bipartisan. That's why he cited the.
When did he come back? When did he come back?
Mr. Thompson.
Does it matter?
It matters. Because the day the bill was being presented, the chairman wasn't here.
It doesn't matter.
It matters.
It doesn't matter. Why do they have vice chairperson?
Hassan Tampuli and the rest who are part of the committee, they don't even have the final report before it was presented.
Hey!
They didn't have it.
My goodness, what are we doing here? No, but
They didn't have it.
please.
We have an MP.
How can you come and throw that video? No.
Oh,
Please
Let me
conclude.
withdraw.
Please conclude for me.
He didn't have it before.
What are you talking about?
So some of these things that you are sitting there, that you said,
It's
they didn't
impossible
talk
for
about.
members of their own committee.
It is possible. It is possible.
That's a member
You
of
have a
parliament.
majority. You have the majority who can do anything they like.
goodness.
These people, I can't trust them one day or the other day.
When I'm here, at least I
Please
know.
conclude for me. I don't have the time.
If
You
you
say
say
when you are heckling me and he's heckling me, how can I talk?
No,
my
but
1
if you
minute
put
hasn't
that
gone.
information out there like that, it's not
please,
fair.
please.
He's a member of parliament. He's a member of Key committee, and he says that it's not true. Please go
What
ahead.
is Enu's role?
Oh, you see what they are doing now.
go
So
ahead.
coming back to this thing, listen, the last guy and Amanda Odoy were those who took this thing to court, and they gave the president an injunction.
Who injuncted him?
They injuncted him, and that is why they wrote the letter. That this is what they've received, so don't bring the thing to us. Where have they gone wrong? And that is why President Mahama himself stated on authority that President Akufo-Addo did not get the bill for him to even look at it and sign. And it's true. It's not a matter of a lie. For the first time, yes, they are speaking the truth, which we should come out and say it. That for the first time, we've done well.
Who injected
They
President
said that.
Akufo-Addo?
Oh. So what I said here, you didn't
Who
listen.
injected? Who?
Please tell him what I said. He said he doesn't know who injected.
No, who?
I mentioned it.
Amanda Odwe and then
No, so-
Richard Sky.
So when
Please
they
go
sent
ahead.
something to court and they've injuncted him, you want him to still go ahead after the injunction, go and take the bill, please.
That's your
not how
explanation to the
that is
green
not how-
letter.
Yes, that is not how you do things. So concluding on that, You see, when majority passes, when we come to parliament and they say, oh, majority has passed the bill, and the bill has become a full bill, doesn't mean that everybody supported it. There could be people who do not support it.
Of course.
So you don't sit here and start calling names and accusing people and saying wrong things about people. It's not right, it's not fair, and I don't think it's for the betterment of this. When you are calling names of minority, call names of majority. So, but I believe that this camp that these people have put together, it will come to bear one of these days.
2 minutes, please.
Thank you very much. I think I have made a very important issue, and I want to state it. When it comes to this LGBT bill, His Excellency Nana Adonko Akufo-Addo and His Excellency John Dramani Mahama are behaving the same. They are basically the same. And that Ghanaians must understand that.
Thank you.
They have information probably that we don't have. They know things that we don't know, but they are behaving the same. When the day the bill, final bill goes to the president, Mahama signs it, and I come here, I will thank him for signing it. But so far, until that day comes, he and another Adonko Akufo-Addo are behaving the same. 1. 2, we also want to be told, and we're also being told today that the Speaker of Parliament is wrong. His Excellency the President of the Republic of Ghana is wrong.
That's what Sulu is
The minority leader is wrong.
That's what Sulu is saying.
The only person that is right is the majority leader. I leave that to the conscience of the people watching today. 3, I want to come to something quickly that Sulu said. You see, at any opportunity, you want to run against your boss's boss. At any opportunity, you want to run against or you buy the hand out that fed you. What was Alan Tramante's position on this bill when it came up? He was in cabinet. What was his position?
Which bill? He was in.
This LGBT, he was in bill. When the bill came up, what was his position?
The bill went to Parliament 2021, but by the time that it was in 2020,
He was
2024. Yeah,
He was there. He was still there.
2021. Alan was in cabinet. What was his position on this bill?
You should have called the president that will let the bill come.
When the president sent the letter, the letter you copiously read. When he read the letter,
When he gets to what you're doing.
what was Alan's position? Do you have any document that you can
but
also
the bill
read?
was a private member's bill, so it wouldn't have come to Parliament, cabinet. It would have been in Parliament.
From
I am
Parliament
saying
to
that
presidency.
No, at the time, Alan Chamante was not in government. By the time we climax with the passage,
he has read copiously from a letter.
I'm trying to look at.
I am also. He has read a letter copiously written by the former secretary to the president.
Exactly.
That means that the former secretary and the former Akufo-Addo had valid. She put it on record. Where is Alan's letter of record? Men of integrity and honor, they do that.
So
they document their positions for history.
So
they
2 minutes.
document their positions for
within the 2
posterity.
minutes.
If he had a position, where is that position? You sit down here, you want to read people's life. Where was his position?
At the time,
Where is his principle?
when the bill was about, when Parliament was transmitted,
You go explain Taya,
the
sir.
bill
You
to
go explain
Dr.
Taya.
Akufo-Addo, Allah was not part
I
of
didn't know you
the
to speak slowly
NPP.
like this.
Even if he wasn't, so what was his position then?
Alan was not part of the
Agreed.
NPP.
What was his position on this bill?
On the 18th of March 2024, he had left NPP. He left
Agreed. No,
in
agreed.
2023.
Okay, so what was his
Now
position?
Alan went to, the Wyatt Church, the Church of Pentecost. It became a controversial issue. That was when Alan told the entire world that when you are voting, vote for a Christ-like leader. He said that in relation to the LGBTQ. If you do not know,
Oh, really?
the videos are there.
Where is this document? Where is
Videos
this
are there.
letter?
You asked him
Where
about
is
the
this
document.
letter? Where is
We
this
have
letter?
video
You
document.
Allow him to make his point.
Why would you want to do this?
Please, the two of you allow Solo.
He's lying.
We are the same
Every,
group.
Yes.
I've noticed over the last 3 weeks, each time
it's
Solo is
not good
talking,
at all.
then they interject.
What is not good?
Allow him to conclude.
No, but
Please,
he's
you have a
lying
minute to
here.
conclude for me.
What he's saying that Alan said is a lie.
On the 26th of November 2017, President Akufo-Addo was interviewed on Al Jazeera. The man that he wants to whitewash for the entire country to know that he was a good person. He told the Al Jazeera host that the only reason why LGBTQ had not been legalized in this country was that the activism, the pressure on it wasn't too high. So he was inviting the external forces to bring their bodies here so that they can fight. Based on that statement, that was why on the 31st of January 2021, we woke up to see an advocacy center open in Accra, and we got the Australian ambassador, we got the Danish ambassador, and another ambassador to go to the Parliament House, meet the speaker, and beg the speaker that we pass the LGBTQ. That was the direct inspiration they took from President Akufo-Addo. So when it comes to the Tumu business, anytime I see President Akufo-Addo and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, it reminds me of why we have not passed the LGBTQ law, and that it will forever remain with them. Posterity, that same posterity that he say will judge them right, I can bet my last one that will judge them right.
Big issue is sponsored by the University of Gold Coast. Now, if you're aiming for a specialized MBA in marketing communication, in finance, operations, supply chain, human resource management, entrepreneurship, business, intelligence analytics, theology, etc., or you want a dual MBA or Chartered Manager MBA, the University of Gold Coast gives you options that match no other, but rather match your vision. And please make sure you call them today. They have admissions in progress. And call them on the number 026 388 8555. We're taking a break. We'll right. Thank you, gentlemen, for passing through today.
Hello, my name is Pamela.
In a world full of noise, clarity matters. Stories shape us, ideas challenge us. An honest dialogue moves us forward. This is a space for depth, where voices are heard and perspectives matter. Conversations with Dr. Abnanya Kwasmini, coming soon on TV3.
TV3, first in news.
Ghana Sugri Abiliba, a past student of Accra Technical University. I hold a Bachelor of Technology in Automobile Engineering. There is a saying that a tree that bears beautiful fruit and tastes better attracts children and adults. And I believe Top in 10 is one of that. On 19th November 2025, there was a report from Water, Sanitation and Hygiene that says that about 17 to 18% of Ghanaians are practicing open defecation, and this translates to 5.4 million people nationwide, and it cost us about $5.4 million. On Top in 10, I want to showcase a tangible structure that can solve the open defecation for this nation.
Hello everyone, my name is Fafa Ligeja. I'm an old student of the University of Media Arts and Communication Institute of Film and Television, UNIMAC IFT. I studied broadcast journalism. And I'm here on Top in 10 to learn more, learn how to do group work, learn how to build my career and also connect with others. And my expectation for the show is to win. I want to build on myself and also connect with people.
My name is Ishmael Dure Champon. I'm a graduate from the University of Ghana, where I got my undergraduate degree in political science. Currently, I am pursuing my postgraduate studies in MPhil Political Science at the University of Ghana and another MA in Development Communication from GIG. I hope to bring on the show my readiness to learn, the humility to learn, to challenge myself, and then the acumen to easily analyze situations and give pragmatic answers.
Hi, I am Magdalene Nana Kunido-Achman, 30 years old and a final year development and communication student from UNIMAC, the University of Media Arts and Communication. I have seen what Top 18 have done in the lives of its contestants. I am here for my skills to be honest, sharp enough to add my quota to the communication fraternity in Ghana and in Africa.
So yesterday on the show, I thought I had seen a good amount of confidence, intellect, poise, and then steeze and composure, as the contemporaries would say it. But today it looks like it's on a whole different level. Wow. Kudos to APL Media General TV3 for this year's season of Top in 10. You guys are wild. It's good to have you in studio. Your name is Atindana. Atingana. I'm sorry this morning, but he's going to be my favorite because he's doing something really different. And we normally do not have contestants of his age. I think it's the first time we're having someone who is 43. Which part of the Northern region are you from?
That's Upper East.
Upper East. You know, I'm from Upper East as well. I'm going to be biased towards you a bit this morning. But thankfully, I'm not on Top in 10, so your win does not depend on me. You're doing something very different. You're taking care of sanitation. Yes. Where did you bet that idea from?
You know, I practice from my degree. I have degree in automobile engineering.
Okay.
So because of my work is on cars and other things, I've realized that with water on in front of a car, then diesel at the other side. When I also build something like that, when I also build a digester attached to a washroom like that, it will solve the problem.
Oh, wow.
And the first thing I did was that I do construction on biodigesters for schools and other places. So the last school I built was Silicon Valley International School at Ofanko Barrier.
Okay.
So I told the man that no, where your place is, there's always water. So before to build a digester for the school is difficult. This was way back 2019. 2019? Then the man said, oh, so what can we do? I said, well, I can do something. Wow. I will build something different. When you are even having a waterlogged area, that particular thing can fix it there and then your case will be solved. He said, I can do it, I should try. And then finally last year, that was around August 2025, I was able to build one. And then I have given it to a community that there are about three to four communities that are using it. Let's
just clap for him because I am too impressed. Wow. So you were successful last year.
Last year.
For which community?
That's Ashura Sida Mine.
Oh.
Around, it is in Sawamandojiri municipality.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. The next question I want to ask is this. I'm sure when you were coming into the competition, you must have felt like, okay, this is not really for me because I'm older, I'm 43 now, and it's just youngsters that I'm coming to meet. What was it that propelled you to come into the competition this year?
To me, I've been watching it, but I don't even think about age or something. Okay. It's about what I have to also shine on the light. It's more important to me.
Wow.
When I was coming, I don't even think about winning or not winning. My purpose is I was in dark. And this particular thing, as I'm solving the problems at Isawam, I should solve the problems beyond Isawam, not just at Isawam. Because I have the mind that this particular thing is supposed to be fixed at bus stops, lorry stations. Because when you are in a traffic and then you want to it's a difficult thing.
Right.
And then I have the solution. Why should I be hiding at that place? So I see it to be an opportunity that if I come to Media General here,
Let's do it one more time for him. I love your mindset. I love the fact that you haven't limited yourself at all. And all these things that you were doing in little communities, you decided that, no, I'm not going to limit it to the communities. Let me bring it to the whole nation. Congratulations.
Thank
if
you.
If you don't even win, all of us will buy into what you're doing to support you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm really elated to have you here and then on this show as well. 3 Group, kudos to you one more time for this season's Top in 10. And I'll call you First Lady because your full name is what? Nana Konedu. Now, Rollins, no way.
I don't have that.
It's good to have you on the show as well.
I'm happy to be here.
I think Ghana has told us what his background is. What's yours, darling?
Okay, my background is journalism.
Okay.
I'm an orthoepist. What I do is to teach the pronunciation of English words.
Okay.
And I teach as well.
And that is what an
orthoepist.
Orthoepist.
So the word itself is orthoepy, but the individual who teaches is an orthoepist.
What have you been waiting all this while? You should have been here teaching us what to say on TV3 Newday.
And I teach English and social studies.
Right.
Aside that, I run some voiceovers.
Okay.
And I'm majoring in development communication because I believe that communication is not just 2 people conversing.
Right.
But after having that conversation, what do we get to develop? Are we developing ourselves? Do we extend it to the people around us? Do we help people make informed decisions? And so, yes, development communications, gender, children, and everything in between.
That's your concentration.
Yes, please.
But what did you study in school?
I did broadcast journalism back in UNIMAC IFT, but now I am pursuing or exploring the course development communication. I'm in my final year, and that's UNIMAC IJ.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Correct me, because I need some education here. You know, with something that Atingana is doing, it's tangible. You can see
Yes.
that he's in the sanitation area.
Right.
But you, how do you coin what you do into a business?
Okay, I would say that would be a focus on children and development.
Okay.
And so I'm looking at the developmental aspect of children, not just the girl child, but the boy child as well. Because I believe that if in their formative years they get some sort of good development, then they can become...
I wonder where you've been all our lives, because I remember how teachers will say machete instead of machete.
Machete.
You should have been here all our lives, because we've been pronouncing words wrongly.
You know, funny thing is, myself with my English tutors who took me through school, most of the words they mentioned or taught us as a then were wrong.
Right.
But for me, because I love to read, I'm a book fanatic, so I like to pick words and not only find the meanings of these words, but also play the phonetic aspect of it to be able to pronounce them properly. And that's how I bet that.
I know somebody who will be your best friend, Chantel. One of my girls, Chantel, she will be your best, because she is into, she said correct instead of correct, you know. I see. So what's the right pronunciation of this word that we have abused? Hippopotamus.
Hippopotamus.
Mpachose. Oh my goodness, I'm going to come back to you. Richie said, good morning to you. Your sister is here in studio. Listen, from today, I'm not going to read LPMs anymore. Shadrach, when it's time for LPMs, please, the First Lady will do that for us. Sweetheart, it's great to have you as well. What's your full name again?
Fafali Geja.
Zolo. Do you know how to speak away? Can you speak away?
A little.
Small pet.
Small.
Shame on you. Shame on you. Your ancestors are not proud of you. What's your story too? What's your background?
Okay, so I studied broadcast journalism too in UNIMAC IFT.
So that's your sister?
Yes.
Right.
But she's my senior.
Oh, yeah. I see.
My big sister.
Okay.
And from there, now I'm doing my service as a corporate and communication officer. So I have an expert I'm working with as assistant in GICase, that's Ghana Institute of Ghana Indian Kofi Annan Center of Excellence in ICT. Yes, so I'm doing my service there now. I also work with the events department. We organize events, rentals, and everything.
Okay.
Yes.
So what's your main concentration as a person?
Okay.
What's your business focus?
So I want to be a journalist, specifically health journalist.
Health journalist?
Yes, so I have my blog that I write, health stories. I post them, I publish them.
Okay.
But I know I've veered a little towards this side because I know that knowledge is shared and you can pick it at different places. So anywhere I find myself, I just push myself into the communication department. So I'm with the corporate affairs department and I'm just learning. We do communication, we write scripts, we write stories. So everything is just like the journalism I did, and I'm also building on communication. Yes.
So I'm going to test your intellect this morning because you said you're a health journalist.
Okay.
You know what's happening in Okofanoche Hospital?
Yes, please.
What's happening there?
So now their A&E, that's the accident and emergency unit, is full because they can only take 37 people, but now they are having 61 people over there.
And you know
and
your
they don't
figures
want to,
as well.
Yes.
So what are experts saying? How are they going to be able to contain the numbers that they cannot accept now? If you were a journalist writing or working on that story, what would your concentration be on?
So when you look at our public space, the health space, you can see that we have hospitals that they are agile, let's say. They don't really have people over there taking care of them. We have the PAs, that's assistants, working to some are even in the house needing shifts.
Right.
So you can push the people, that's the accidents and emergency, to those hospitals, gets the assistants who need shifts to help with the situation.
That's what
yes,
would
that's
have
what
concentrated on. That's very brilliant.
Thank you.
I think, Ghana, you got only you're the only one who got the applause, but I think you do deserve some as well.
Thank you.
You're very informed, and it comes with the field, with the job. You always have to be on top of what's going on. Anyway, gentlemen, let's get to meet you as well. What's your name?
My name is Ishmael Udre.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, and then my background, I'm deep-rooted in politics because...
Hey!
Not
that
kind of politics, but I studied political science at undergraduate. I'm doing an MPhil in political science as well, where I'm learning the various theories and then interlinking, understanding what's happening within the political space.
Okay.
I intend to use political and then social-cultural research data to develop communication strategies to solve real development issues in society.
Road development issues?
Real development issues.
Oh, real?
Yes,
okay.
real.
Is that correct? Is that how you pronounce it? Real, right?
Real.
Okay. So I am now into more of activism than advocacy.
Okay.
Those are two of the strategies in development communications. I'm also reading an MA in development communications at Unimark IG. So I'm concurrently running two masters at the same time.
Two at the same time?
Yes.
How are you able to do that? Do you have time for yourself or other things?
Yes, if you're able to strategize and manage your time well, you should be able to.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So how did you all hear of Top in 10 the first time? I think, Ghana, how did you hear of it? Just by watching TV?
Yeah, by TV.
Okay.
I was watching a New Day like this, and then I saw the advert.
Saw it.
Though season 1, season 2, I've been watching, but the time of advertising for this season, I just pick it from there. Then.
Okay. And then you are here.
Yeah.
Good stuff. How about you?
A friend of mine introduced me to new.
Top in 10.
I'm looking at New Days.
Okay.
Top in 10. Yeah. We were in class. We had a presentation, and she was like, "No, Ishmael, there's this thing I think it will be good for your growth, and then looking at how you are passionate about plastic pollution and all of that, I think this will be a better platform for you." So that's how I got to know about this Top in 10.
Fafa, how did you first hear it the first time?
So for this season 1, I had a friend here doing his internship, and he told me about it because he was here. He got to know the information even before it showed on TV.
Okay.
But for the season 3, someone recommended it that I think you should go for this and it might help.
This lady?
For me, I think I caught a few episodes on the season 1.
Okay.
But because of school, I could not really pay much attention to it. But for the season 3, my academic godmothers and a big sister recommended. She said, I think you should be on Top in 10, so go for the audition.
They are doing the Lord's work. They're trying to be each other's keeper. You guys, you've done well. They've done well by pushing you to come here. So let's just get into it. I'm told it's been 3 weeks already.
Yes.
Atingana, have you learned, if you're to exit the house today, would you be satisfied as a person?
Oh, me, I'm for everything.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm for everything.
But
because what I want to do is to highlight my thing on the light, and the light is here already.
What has been the judge's response to you so far?
Oh, it's been great.
Yeah?
It's been great, positive.
I see. So you believe you'll make it to the top?
I will get the crown.
You will get the crown, eh? Fantastic. I love the energy. Mr. Champon, what do you think the story is going to be for you? What's inspiring you to be here and to continue on the journey?
Yeah, so with my advocacy, my activism, because I think what I'm trying to tackle, what I'm trying to sensitize people on, it's very important.
Give me 3 topics that you would want to focus on looking at the political landscape of Ghanaians. I can give you one. One of it is the sanitation, flooding issues that we have. You know what today's date is, right? Today is June 3rd. 11 years ago, I'm sure you knew about the disaster that we all surprisingly woke up to. So that would be number 1 for me if I was focusing on societal and political issues. What would be the next 2 for you?
The next 2 for me will be my plastic pollution.
Okay.
And then the other one will be domestic violence against males in society.
Okay.
It's usually suppressed.
Okay.
I like the fact that the part where it affects women is being projected. I'm not against that. But then it shouldn't be biased towards women alone, because men are going through it.
Right.
They are suffering it. The boy child is going through, he's suffering it.
Yes, that they don't talk about.
Exactly. And then society has created an avenue to suppress their feelings. Because, okay, it will be very difficult. It will be very difficult for me as a man to walk into my spouse's parents, my in-laws, and tell them that
I've been beating. Or she's abused me.
Yes, because
that's the first question they will ask,
and
right?
also they might even ask you, are you sure you are in control of your home?
Yes.
It's really, really, really something that we should take a critical look at. So those 2 are something that I would like to look at.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for coming aboard the 3rd season of Top in 10. I'm cheering for all of you. I pray that the best man or best woman will win. Any last words before? So it's a voting system, right?
No.
It's not a voting system.
Merit.
Oh, on merit.
Yes.
So every week, how many people go home?
We have no idea.
It depends on the tax.
Oh, so what task are you guys doing this week? You haven't any idea yet?
Yes.
Okay, what are you doing this week?
So we are doing marketing and branding
Okay.
for the upcoming World Cup competition. So we have to bring up device marketing strategies for TV3 and APL that they can use to engage the people, make them excited, create the passion again.
I'm sure the 2 of you would concentrate on communication, right? Branding and all of that. At Indana, dear, I know it's going to be about refuse collection and all of that.
Sure.
Keeping the bathrooms clean and all of that,
Yes,
right?
Of course. Yes, of course.
All the best to you guys, Mr. Champon, all of you. It's a pleasure to have you here. We are cheering you on, and may the better man or best woman win at the end of the day. Congratulations. Thank you very much. And speaking of June 3rd, some 11 years ago, we'll be heading to the Circle area, the very historic place that all this incident happened. And Evelyn is on standby. We'll take a break, but when we come back, we'll go to Circle and have a conversation with Evelyn. We'll be right back.
In a world full of noise, clarity matters. Stories shape us, ideas challenge us. An honest dialogue moves us forward. This is a space for depth, where voices are heard and perspectives matter. Conversations with Dr. Abnanya Kwasmini, coming soon on TV3.
TV3, first in news.
Ghana's Most Beautiful is 20 years, and to kickstart the special anniversary season, you are warmly invited to an exclusive royal ball and fundraiser for a legacy project. An evening shared with our cherished partners, distinguished past queens, and the remarkable individuals who have shaped this journey over the years. Join us at 8 p.m. sharp on the 6th of June at the Adisa Pavilion within the prestigious Labadi Beach Hotel. Red carpet is live at 6 p.m. Come for the elegance, stay for the purpose, be part of the legacy. Ghana's Most Beautiful, 20 years of culture, grace, and legacy. This event is strictly by invitation.
In a world full of noise, clarity matters. Stories shape us, ideas challenge us. An honest dialogue moves us forward. This is a space for depth, where voices are heard and perspectives matter. Conversations with Dr. Abnanya Kwasmini, coming soon on TV3.
TV3, first in news.
Ghana's Most Beautiful is 20 years, and to kickstart the special anniversary season, you are warmly invited to an exclusive royal ball and fundraiser for a legacy project. An evening shared with our cherished partners, distinguished past queens, and the remarkable individuals who have shaped this journey over the years. Join us at 8 p.m. sharp on the 6th of June at the Adisa Pavilion within the prestigious Labadi Beach Hotel.
This is still TV3 Newday. Now, to some serious issue, because as we can all very well remember, some 11 years ago, torrential rains hit Accra, prompting many to seek shelter at a Guel filling station here, Circle, in Accra. Unfortunately, the water surged, fuel started to leak at the fuel station, and then fire sparked and claimed 154 lives. And I remember at the time that a committee was set up to look into the matter and bring out all the findings. And some recommendations were made, including dredging of the Odo River and amongst other things. 11 years on, the painful question is, has the problem been solved? And are we now in 2026 prepared for more of the rains as hinted by the Ghana Meteorological Agency? Let's switch over now to Evelyn Tengma, who is at Circle to bring us a report. But before then, attention all parents. We are here to remind you about EduPack. And it's for all parents of first-year SHS boarding students. EduPack, the Ghana Education Service, approved and supported national SHS initiative implemented by Prospectus Ghana, is now in progress across the country. Parents across the country are already registering so that their children's trunk, Macintosh mattresses, pillows, and plastic chobos will be ready and waiting at their school before reporting day. So do not delay and be caught in the usual Ghana man last-minute market rush, carrying heavy items under pressure. With EduPack, your child does not need to travel to school with all these essential items. You register by simply dialing *713*821#, or you can visit any ADB branch or go to www.edupackgh.com. You make your payment, you keep your receipt, and present it on opening day to collect all your child's EduPack items. Your EduPack registration follows you to any SHS of your choice or where you are placed. Avoid the stress, avoid the rush, prepare with confidence, all at a very affordable price. EduPack, approved and supported by the Ghana Education Service. For more information, there are a few numbers to call: 050-700-0933 or 0302-95550. EduPack, no stress, no wahala. So please keep that in mind and make sure that you're getting the best for your child. Now, pack your bags, Ghana, because 2 people are going to the FIFA 2026 World Cup today, and 2 more tomorrow, and 2 more the day after. This is the Black Stars World Cup support raffle, and for just 10 Ghana cedis, you could win a full World Cup experience package, return flights, accommodation, and match tickets to all 3 of Ghana's group stage games in North America. And there are daily consolation prizes to cash to your mobile money wallet, autographed Black Stars jerseys, VIP fan pack tickets, airtime and data bundles, and more. Now, every ticket is your vote for the Black Stars and your shot at being there when they play England, Croatia, and Panama. Very simple steps to follow. Dial star 899 hash, star 899 hash on MTN, Telecel or Airtel, and you just pay your 10 cedis per ticket. The more you buy, the better your chances. 2 winners every day, Ghana to the world. Now remember to dial star 899 hash, or you can also visit ghworldcupraffle.com, ghworldcupraffle.com. Your ticket is waiting for you. And I guess we are ready now to cross over to Evelyn in Circle here in Accra. Hello, Evelyn. Good morning, Evelyn Tengma. Okay, we are trying to establish contact with...
From the Kwame Nkrumah Circle here in Accra, and to be specific, the Guel filling station where the disaster happened some 11 years ago. You will recall that in 2015, when there was a heavy rainfall in Accra, you will understand that a lot of things happened here, and people lost their lives, and as a result, others also were badly injured. Others lost their breadwinners and all that. And today, there has been a short ceremony almost every year. I mean, every year there is a commemoration of this particular event. And so this morning there was a short ceremony where they've gathered victims and then had some word with them. And so we will be speaking to some of the victims shortly for them to tell us how they've been coping all these years. And so I have with me here and these 2 gentlemen and a lady here who we are going to talk to. So good. First of all, I'll start with you. Good morning.
Fine morning. Oh,
Mipacho, also you're a victim. What exactly happened on that day to you?
And I me kunu frimu ya. Me ba kura nyame nkwanka me ba so to aso ntime ba a victim. Ifro ye hu mo bia ye hia mo me ba no kura sese nani sese me de no hospital. So me niska. Nani nsuo no. Ya DHS 11 years. No some ba kura ka me se me nkasa ne so ba me ma edin. Ye hia mo anka se be still kura na onye.
Mpacho ba no wedi sen.
Sese mba no 13 years, no 3 years. Sese one or two or 14 years. Nani
into you Lucy or husband to say now ya share Obano up to now.
Well, me didn't show question. And one of me dey me ba no. And no a pure water and a drink. Na me dey me ba no.
And na
emo bia no ye hia moa. Yes sra ban no. Omwa ye. Ye sese e fata ye so odi maye ye kura na nka ye kunu no mu wuja kura na ka esa ba pe bi kura maye na ye kwotena.
Inti pacho asem si ye no omo katre mo bibi se mbe ye bibi amamo.
Omo ka ye be chocho ye din ye de na amama ni na achi ye mu kura de TV3 de ma be kasa open. Ya be kasa ye de achire sa TV3 kura na ni ani da mo so papa se ye bibia ne ne mo amutimi ye timi frɛ mo ye timi ba ho. Enso ankosi bebia.
So I will come back to you. Hello, Mpacho Yefra was saying, and yeah, of course, and then see you on that particular day.
Me Mpacho Yefra Alex Mensa. Me a driver ni. I'm beto fuel wa. Inti fuel na me beto no. Na like kakra wo aha no say. Ti ye twa na nka di muso a na ma to fuel na me ko. Inti bibia na nsuo no wo diesel no any petrol no wo asase na ase no. Nsuo no afra diesel any petrol no. Into si form kura na honam ye den e hyehyew honam nyina hyehyew dade no into die bompa na lolo kwan na ye main road no e ho ankasa da ni insutin a yiri kese to ntimi cross kura nya den empie emfa nko nti ye twese kenso ni ti a nka matumi ka na mekọ ye wo hasa ha ni eti se eja ebo eja to ho eja ebo wo be pie bedu compound ho no ne je na so mu te je na so mi ti mu sa no eja no ina so mi ti mu be duo no na jane ye den e hyew jane hyew san jane hyewa intina tanka baako esi filling station ma diesel e wo nti e blast ji gu am no ti emframa ni nsuo ni nya le pija me de ekoto other side ti me sole na me di mo ja hyew e di kofie nanti di kofie e wala pass ti me du fie no na obenem ko 37 hospital de me wi an start na hye me no omodi scissors e pai because na me ti nso ehho ya kese ti omutimi ru atade no e di pai ti hospital na me koda hospital sa 1 year 2 weeks. I'm called at 37 hospital. And he said, Yanko Paduma, you buy me a big 37 hospital. Madam is saying the banner or cano. Mini banner, we play serious, Nebano, we play serious. And again, Intino, in your Beckham, say you cool, a banner castle boy. Up to now, you who in Webia, fitting for no snow, ye bread, Missy driving work, name is swaying. He say me peka, cry Eddie Edjuma, say Obi, bear madam, mamma car, Eddie Edjuma, say we can peel, say me be Edjuma, say so. Car, you busia, I show me, would 9 time or so crana, who near Juma, Nazy, spare, no cacra bedino, and no quania dia day, and the Maunia. And see, I say, a Benam TV3, a few so, now you're victim for no son. Ye benyam wa ye nuse mosum penifo ni ankrankrani adofo ye den etie mu ti me bora den pa se be kan obi akoma no obi abehwe echa kwan ben ye moa
nti pa cho se sia wonye adwuma na
se ni the driving work na spare na me twi nti me pe bia obi di mami a me di be ye adwuma dem me drive but me ni personal car ho no a me di ye adwuma spare car no so ehye up to no ma be sisa ni nyina kwa ye den afria nti me bom pa se be na mafidie so na bia enya adwuma aye.
Back to you, but now also that fateful day, no, where exactly were you and assembling at all?
Assemble to me say me so be a businessman. Na me ton kente. Ma ton kente over best 20 years. Me dey call bank. Business Standard Charter Bank, SSB, World Vision International. Any ministries no near dia nti me we nipa so be free amanone a ombeba no mo afre me say me so dru. Yehia kente enti bomodin apebni enti sada na makofa niema me de be faters wa ede akọ ene nsuo ni be kan ye hia ha ye be hia eja no ene ayi a ye hu bibia enti mani tie no na me da police hospital ehọ na bi enti me wonhoren ma me na asim nipadua nyina eye basa ma bre pa ne be pim ne nyina akora no menye fit ebo me nipadua mu kora be si ne nyina.
What exactly is wrong with you?
Bibia ye nyame. Se adwuma sam kura no manyini manya 62 years. Se mintimi nya adwuma metime kukura ade a na bibi sa. Enti bihia moa se efi oban so be sisa amre no. Ma adwuma me ye no so adwuma na gu. Adwuma na gu cause manya sika ansa amfa antoa kente business ni so bi. Enti se no emoa na afibia ye de to mpanimfo anim se wombe boy nanka gya yenya capital bi se ye ma menum ye busuafo dwumle bi a as a family man ese ye nanso be enden ena hoodi ni ho because aban ne hye ye bo se ye be me compensation sa abre no ya hwe ni mo abepem ne compensation bi ama enti ese de me so mfie aduro at the age of 62 yi sika bi ani ba bi a me de kwa akoye bibi nti ade se de saban se onka June 34 asem we see 11 years ya enani mfinhye du ba ko pepepe na ona nanim na mehwe June 34.
So how have you been coping with life so far?
Eno de eja me sole a me pani bi lawyer nti eja okoko to a na eja me ne ko na eja makobo abo an wo hwa na eja enya bi akra e de awa behwe fi ti senya no de a senya no de anka meni adwuma bi aye enti eja me di me pani bi o lawyer na me ne kokko to ye adwuma akra se be ya jai da bi benya anu aduane nya bi nso ahwe nkola na ofi eti ehia mo ase aban no ana individual bia emra meboy so mbe so mu send ye bibi kura me number is 055 261 9549 Udru Silas.
Okay, yo me samba o me enko enti please hello you Francis. So can you tell me what also happened to you?
What has happened? It's very, very terrible that day. I'm a businessman selling goods. I went to Kumasi to collect goods and come back to Circle. Always here I was selling my things. And that day happened. I can't meet that clash. In fact, it was very terrible that day.
Okay. But I understand because your other colleagues have narrated the same story. So what, every year you have been celebrating this anniversary. What exactly are you being told every year and what has been the impact?
We have been saying that we need help, but there was no help. There was no help. We came here every year. Today is 11 years, but there was no help. Ever since this incident happened, there was no help as at now. So we need help. Individual, those who have some to come and help us. We beg them. We need help. So this is our situation. Our rent, we cannot pay. Our children fee, we cannot pay. So in fact, we find it difficult. We are finding it difficult. So government or individual can come and help us. We need help.
Thank you very much. So you heard some of the victims here narrating to us the ordeals that they are going through since the incident happened 11 years ago. Basically, they are calling for support and help from government, individuals, and organizations. It's been 11 years, and they say they are really suffering a lot. And that is the message they are giving to us this day. So from the Kwame Nkrumah Circle here in Accra, I'm Evelyn Tingma.
Evelyn, thank you very much for those updates. And hopefully, after 11 years, we get to do something about compensations and all its related matters. And now, a few reminders before we go. Adansi Travels is giving you the opportunity to follow Ghana's World Cup journey into Toronto, Boston, whether you are in Ghana with a valid US or Canadian visa, or you are part of the Ghanaian diaspora looking to experience the World Cup. Adansi Travels can help you secure match tickets and accommodation packages. This is your chance to be a part of football's biggest event. Visit www.adansitravels.com to find out more, or you can call 059-5500-817, 059-5500-817. For those of you celebrating your birthdays today, happy birthday. PSA Esther, it's your birthday, and all of us here, Media General, we are wishing you well. Gabriel, AJ boy, it's also your birthday. Enjoy your day. Let's move on to celebrate other people today. Asantua Dia Valerie of Handmade Preparatory School, happy birthday to you. All right. Priscilla Anane Donko, enjoy your day, ma'am. Okay. Zenato Nuna Chikata, God bless your new age. Okay. CEO of Area Phones. They didn't add your name, but it's from Idi Amin. Okay. Ellie Tete, happy birthday to you. Or Tete, happy birthday to you. Grace Tawo, happy birthday as well. Betty of Paga Hospital, enjoy a very gracious birthday. And Agnes Tamaklo of Dabala, happy birthday to you as well. Emmanuel Mensa, happy birthday to you, sir. Looks like you're out of town. Nana Ajwa Efifa Ajin, happy birthday. You turned 2 today. Happy birthday, cute one. Sewa London, happy birthday to you. Rosemont Kekeli Duse, have a very, very blessed birthday. And Yaira Fortune, enjoy a gracious birthday as well. Adai Majid, enjoy your day. Jabeng Mabel Ifia, happy birthday, Mefia. W1 Bosco Baba Anthony, happy birthday to you, W1. Madame Margaret Aku Oklu, happy birthday to you as well. Enjoy your special day. Okay, it's time to say goodbye now. Thank you for choosing us one more time. Tomorrow at 6 a.m. we'll be back on your TV screens. It's been TV3 Newday with myself, Cookie T, and Roland Walker. Enjoy the rest of our program.